What it do, boo? What it do? I guess it would help if I do this, huh? Ice coming. You know it takes me a minute. It's me, just Kaya. Mm, mm, mm. All right, Yella. So I want to hear all the lowdown, Yella. And summer, hi, summer, mince pies. Come on up here. Yella. What the hell, my brother? Oh, what? I ain't saying what. Hi, big bad bull. How are you? Good to see you. Hello. Thanks for always supporting. Appreciate you so much. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. So
All right.
yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
What
Go ahead. What
what are
you?
you gonna do for your birthday? Any plans?
No.
Because your son,
Shit.
what is 2 weeks before your birthday, right?
Yep.
And he'll be 5 or 6.
He gonna be 5 years old.
Oh, you gotta do something for the fifth birthday. That's a
Oh
milestone.
yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna do something. I usually man, it's crazy because I know they say they got the thing in Houston, but it's WrestleMania is in Dallas this year. I really want to take him to that.
Oh,
That's really what I want to do. So
take your babysitter. Or is the baby mama gonna come?
fuck no.
Oh, okay, okay, amen. I think that's a solid no. Take you have a niece, a teenager niece, or well, not the boys ain't responsible, so
It'll probably just be me and him. I ain't got no problem just taking my son and go hang out and kick it. We do that shit all the time.
that's good. That's good. Like even to, but you can't take them to the Lapeef meetup thingy.
Oh no, I'm talking about the wrestling shit. And
Oh,
it's the biggest show of the year is in April. So it's like the first week of April.
oh, so you talking about going hanging out with your baby, then coming back, and then going back for it if
Right,
you go
right,
back for
right.
the Lapeef
Right.
thing.
If I
Okay,
do
got
come back, yeah, yeah. If the
you,
if the trip to Texas happened this year is for WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. So yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's our thing. Cause like both our birthdays in April, so it'll be like a birthday gift to both of us. So
That's good. I know. That's good. So you introduced him to that already. That fake.
oh yeah,
Is it fake or real?
it's predetermined. It is.
It's predetermined, but it's real.
Okay. So yeah, the action is realistic.
Is it choreographed beforehand? But
Yeah,
they really do get hurt or
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
I can
always the
see that.
possibility to get hurt, but
Yeah.
the key is just being safe.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah, that's why you do the training and
Okay.
stuff like that. If you actually look at certain moves that they do, so I know I ain't gonna make your stream wrestling thing, but if you look at like a suplex, right? If you look at how they set up the move, the dude's arm goes around the other guy's neck, and the other guy's arm goes around their neck, and it looks like it's just a cool way to pick them up, but in reality, it's how they protecting each other. So the fact that if I got him up in the air, his neck is in the crook of my arm, well, he's safe for me to land. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's all about safety.
Wow. Hey, Brian. Brian in the house.
What's going
What
on? What's
about
going on?
Soul? Soul, you coming up? Jay, you coming up? What's up, brothers?
Shit.
What?
I bit the inside of my mouth eating this goddamn
You
Twizzler.
you doing too much. It's
Motherfucker
getting
got
too
good. That motherfucker
good.
got good to me, goddamn it.
Slow
The
down.
motherfucking Twizzler got good to a nigga. Shit.
Oh man, tough. Ain't
Hi
no wrong
before
with
the
that.
millions.
Ain't no wrong with
Hey
that, brother.
there. You never came up before. Come join us if you wish. if you wish before the bill. Okay, so Brian.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about you. This is your first time on my platform, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Hold on. Let me get back on camera.
Okay. Oh, I appreciate that.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about you.
I'm about to be, well, I'm 40 years old. I'm gonna claim 40. I'm about to be 40. Originally from Mississippi, grew up in a two-parent household. Grew up in a household where I had private insurance. My mother wasn't on welfare. My father worked. So I come from a great family.
That's good.
Yeah. So I'm one of the black people that did come from a home of love and not dysfunction.
So no single mamas out there for you, right? You don't have any kids?
Oh yeah, I have custody of my children. I have custody of both of my teenagers. I have custody of my son since he was 6 months old. He's about to be 15, and my daughter is about to be 17. So they both live with me. Two different baby mothers. I have two different baby mothers, and I swindle both of them out their kids.
Wait, you what? You swindle?
Yeah.
Why do you use the word swindle both of your mothers out of their kids?
Well, I just use that as an action word to catch your attention by me saying swindle. But I have gotten custody of my children by verbal force with the daughter mother, with my daughter mother, and my son mother. I went to court for.
Oh, okay. What? And you had to be what, 19? What? How old? 20?
Well, my child, I think I had my daughter when I was like 23, and my son probably when I about maybe daughter 22 maybe, and my son about 24. Because they were born in 2000, and my daughter born 2005, my son born 2007. So I don't know how old I was, or whatever age that is, whoever that little man.
Well, and you raised them all. You wanted them from the beginning. You didn't raise them the whole time, and
yeah, I raised my son from the beginning. My daughter just started living with me when she turned 12. Because me and her mother came up with a decision. I told her, when I want you to domesticate my daughter, then I want you to domesticate it, and I'm gonna put up on game. I'm gonna teach her about, about life and stuff like this. So I got lucky. I ain't gonna lie, I don't have no baby mama issues. Work for myself.
What do you do?
I do claims adjusting.
Claims adjustment. That is really good. With my divorce now, and then getting on, involved in YouTube and learning a lot of things here. It is absolutely true that I really do believe men raise children better than women. And I'm even speaking for me. I think, of course, a well-balanced man, not just any old man, you got to say those things around here. People be like, what do you mean? But I truly do believe that. And even with the issues with my ex, I see it for myself. Like, if he comes over here and tells my son something that maybe I didn't tell my son a couple of times to get him to do it, his dad comes over and tell him to do it. He barely finished the sentence and he's doing it. And I'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't told you twice to do that. And I'm like, why? He's like, oh, you did? I'm like, wait, you don't hear me? Or what is it? But, I just know it's that authority, is that male presence. And that's all, basically it's the respect of it. And I 100% agree with it. I even told him I wanted him. I was like, won't you at least take your son? That's a whole nother issue. He didn't want to. So, okay, whatever. But I was even willing to. And then my son was like, no, I don't want to go. I'm like, if he would have took you, believe me, I was backing you. Because it would be better. But I have a lot of respect for that. I must say that. I really do, for any man that takes on his children and raise them. So I applaud you.
But I'm a goddamn fool too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. I see that.
And for me, I think a lot of people get a misconception of me or think different about me, but I just lived a different life than most people. You know what I'm saying? Like, after I graduated high school, you just see what the world for what it is.
Yeah.
And so I lived that semi-street life a little bit. Now, no thug stuff or nothing like that, but just a part of the world. Having sex, going clubbing. But I did graduate college though. But just doing my thing. So I seen some stuff, and I'm kind of traumatized from what I seen. So I translated into some ignorance.
From where?
And I mentor little nigga babies. I mentor nigga babies too.
Wait, what is that? Black babies?
Yeah, black babies. The bad kids, the bottom of the bottom.
Oh! Jay, what the phone? He got, I guess, some little jokey jokes on you.
Oh man, I ain't tripping. I'm making money.
Man, see.
Oh man, what you know about Mississippi Mafia, man?
Jay knows a little bit about everything.
Yeah, what the fuck? Hold on.
You there, right? What?
Oh no.
I don't know. Come on up, Jay. Why you got finger hustling coming on? The link in the chat. Come on up, brother. Sure. Ain't nobody stopping you. Come on with the phone. Come on. What's stopping? Wait, where's Sheree? Or Sherelle? And where's Zoe? They didn't even come over. Neither one of them.
They're doing a love connection right now.
Okay.
Doing a love connection.
Oh, there's Zoe right there. Zoe, I know I had to show love. Zoe, so why you didn't come up? Okay, anyway, y'all, well, the link's out there. Ain't begging nobody. So, okay, so you're a claims adjuster. So you still live in Mississippi, or where do you live now?
I live in Dallas. Now.
Oh, okay. So you live in Dallas. So what made you move from Mississippi to Dallas?
I moved here about 11, 12 years ago. My son was 3 years old, and at the time, I knew Mississippi education system wasn't as great. So okay. I decided, and plus, there's more money up here, better opportunities and stuff. And plus, you know, the reason why I did claims is just because it's just easier money, fast money to me, and I got contracts and stuff like that. So
claim is just like when people have an accident or whatever, you go and do all the paperwork and stuff like that.
I'm the one that makes sure you get your money.
Okay. Is that now? That's not what you went to college for.
Nah, man, I used to be a caseworker for CPS. I used to be a caseworker for CPS before I moved here.
Oh, really?
You work for CPS. Yeah, you take folks to church.
Wow. Was that hard, or was it like with your testosterone? It was like, you know, you're doing the right thing. Like for women, I would assume like it's kind of hard taking the kid away and seeing the different situations and stuff like that, or was like this needs to be done and it's getting done?
Well, for me, that was my first. You know, when you hear about child abuse or stuff like that, you usually see it on the news. So I didn't really see abuse to people until I started working for CPS. I wasn't oblivious to it. I knew people were getting abused, but just to see it firsthand and personal, or when you talk to certain counselors about it. But for me, the reason why I left that job because I was starting to get numb to it. They were just like another case number. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the reasons why I left, because after a while I just started to not have that same sympathy, because I just looked at it as a case. And once I started learning how it's all about money, like how the court system want money and stuff like that, that's one of the reasons. But yeah, I had a heart for it, but I had to turn away from it because I was losing love for it. I wasn't looking at the children as a human, you know, I was just looking at them as a case number. And when I felt that, I said, yeah, it's time for me to walk away, because after you hear so many stories about especially detailed stories what happened to these children, what the uncle do, or what the mother have done, or what the girlfriend has done. And especially when you hear a 7-year-old explain a sexual act in a different way, that's kind of very it's kind of weird to me. Not weird, but just sad. But after a while, you got numb to it.
I had earlier on Black Man Unfiltered, he was asking, it was me and another nurse on his show, and he was just kind of asking us question, what was the worst or the weirdest thing you've seen? And I had shared on his show earlier about an abuse case that came in into our ER, and that child did pass away. As a very sexual and physical abuse of this young girl. And I can see, because like even working in the ER all these years, when certain things come in that, if I tell some story, they'd be like, oh my gosh, whatever. But you do get to a point to where you're numb to it. It's like you see it all the time, and it really doesn't affect you the same way. And you just kind of go into robotic mode, like, okay, this needs to be done. This needs to be done. Okay, make sure this is done. This is a priority. And you just kind of go into the mode of doing it. So I can totally see that. like happening, especially in a situation like that?
I had a situation, man. This one it's not explicit or nothing, but it was one situation I'll never forget. And that's how I understand how sexual abuse and mind control work on young people, especially young girls. I had a situation where I think the girl was like 12 at the time. Then when I first started, they been having problems with the father. But the father, when I got there, the father was in jail for molesting his daughter. Now, during this time, by the time I get there, the father gets out of prison. So the grandmother had the child. I think the mother was passed away or whatever. And the grandmother would still allow the father to talk to the child. Now, the father's not supposed to talk to the child. The father then brainwashed this girl to the point that she thinks that the father is her man. So I remember when I first got the case, when I first got the case, I had to go over there, and see what's going on, because the school kept calling saying there's a man that keep picking up the daughter, but the man is not on the list to pick up the child. But anyway, make long story short, the little girl ran away. We had to go up to Memphis, Tennessee and get her. As we riding back down, she's like mad at me, like, that's my man. Like she got Stockholm syndrome. Like she said, like, this my man. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
My bad. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Yep. But she kept saying, like, this is my man. Why y'all doing this? And this is my first time dealing with it, but it was a counselor up in there that was talking to her. Like, no, that's your father. Like, no, I always talk to him, even while he's in jail. Woo, woo. 6 months later, she ended up getting pregnant. Father go back to prison, right? So even before he go back to prison, we sitting in the court. Even the father not having remorse that this is his daughter, and the little girl still think that this father is her man. Like, this is her man. And I think that was most wildest things I've seen, and I never seen nothing like that, And it was just that was like one of the most wildest things in the world, that a father can manipulate your own seed to even think like that this is your man. You know what I'm saying? Now, that was most wildest thing. But I got some explicit stories too, but we ain't gonna talk about that on YouTube.
Yeah, I had shared earlier about 11-year-old came into the ER, was pregnant.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I think he can't hear me. What's up with the funk? You went and did what you had to do?
Yeah, the sun was out, so I was going to have like a whole outdoor kind of fun day with my son, but that shit changed in 30 minutes and now it's raining. So I had
to really?
Yeah, Germany is the worst. Like, I had it all outside.
Wait, the sun was just out. You was preparing to have like a picnic or whatever with your son, and that quick in preparation, it started to rain.
Yeah, so I was just like, so now I just now got everything back inside. I'm just like,
wow.
Yeah, no,
so I know he's disappointed. What is he doing now?
I know I'm about to go get him in about in 1 hour, and I'm gonna have him.
You was getting it ready.
Yeah, because I do alternative days where I have them one at a time, because now they're at the age where it's important that I have one-on-one time with them, because they're such a pair. With them being, my daughter turns 5 on the 6th, and he's a little bit past 2. So I think it's really equally important, like as a tandem, that they are a unit, that they are who they are. Right. But I think it's important that they get alone time with me. So sometimes I'll have a whole day with him, and then sometimes I have a whole day with just her.
That's good. That's really good. I had to purposely do that with my kids, especially when I was working a lot. And then when I would do that, and then they would request the other, and I could just see like the close. They were like, they're 3 years apart, but they're like twins, they the same exact thing. And my daughter like would do, like, she plays those games and everything, even to this day. They don't spend as much time together, but she still is like, I could tell, like, she still likes the same thing he introduces her to with the games. And but she has a passion for cars still, and I thought it would have went away by now, but it hasn't. Hey, Trash Can Waves. But what I was saying to you, Brian, weren't you talking though, actually?
Yeah, I was talking, but no, I'm done. I said what I had to say.
Okay. Yeah, what I was sharing, going back to Black Men Unfiltered, had an 11-year-old come into the ER. She was pregnant, and and so it was her father that brought her in there. and she went on to have the baby. They had to take her to surgery. They didn't want to take a chance of her trying to deliver the baby, but the baby turned out to be her son and her brother, because it was her father's that got her pregnant. And I was sharing the story how
the South ain't no joke. The South ain't no joke.
No, that was here. I live in California.
Oh, that was a California story. Shit. Usually it's a Southern.
This was this is when I was working at Centinela ER in Inglewood. Centinela, right?
Okay, so it was the South. It was the South California. So okay, it's the same.
No, it ain't the same. Whatever. It's not even close.
Hey, what the fuck? I'm gonna let you slide on that one, man. I'm gonna let you slide.
Right.
Bro. Yeah, I'm gonna let you make it. Don't. We ain't no inbreds now in the South. It ain't just the South now.
Well, I don't know about the white folks there, but I heard some things about the white folks now.
Yeah, I know about California way too much. I used to firefight there. Y'all got some hippie. Y'all got some hippie inbred too. So
no, it's rare. It's my point is, see how you just take way off into left field. You just a master at that, and they think that we're fussing. You do this bullshit. I was sharing a story, and now you then took us off to left field, and now here we are. Then they're gonna start teasing. You do this bullshit.
It's my
fault.
But
back to what I was saying, inbred is very hard. The body rejects inbred for the most part, so it doesn't make it through for the majority of the time. But what else I was sharing about the 11-year-old, she wasn't even having menstruals at the time, and he had been molesting her so long that her body adapted to give it what it thought it was missing and she started ovulating even though she wasn't having menstruals yet, because the body was like, okay, this is happening. Now, this is the whole purpose of what's happening. So let me go ahead and so.
I think it was a story in India where a girl was 6 years old and she ended up getting pregnant.
6 years old?
In India, yeah.
That had to be the same thing. He was molesting her so much that the body it evolves into what is lacking something, because this act is happening to it. Of sex. Wow.
Damn,
I don't think we really put the amount of eyes or care into this reality. That's a real reality in all races of people. It happens in all sectors of government, in all sectors of the world. Like, our children are not protected.
No.
I think once you start to have kids, you have to start, because it's getting. I think a lot of people think it's getting better, but I actually think it's getting worse.
Yeah. Because they sexualize the internet's
working. Yeah. So I'm preparing my daughter, like, she's already 5, but here in Germany, people like to come and rub her head. I'm like, I tell her, smack somebody's head, like because here in Germany, it's really hair. Yeah, no, white folks love doing that shit. So I tell you, we native, we don't like that. I tell them, like, no, we Native Americans, we don't like people touching our heads. And
they ain't ran across the right black person yet. They'll never touch another.
Surprisingly, the black people here ain't on the.
They different from us.
That's why I said.
Yeah,
they're not American. Like here,
I said they ain't ran across the right black person yet.
Yeah, I remind them we American black. We are not German American black. Hell of a difference. They are they have the word digger out here, right? So white people, they'll be like, "Oh, that's my digger. That's my digger," and I'm like,
"What's a digger?"
It means friend or big guy, which is complete fucking bullshit. They made up this term when the 90s, when they was all listening to Wu-Tang, and they realized they can't say nigga. So what they came up with was digger. So so now here they try to be like, "Oh, hey, my digger," and I'm like, no, you got your goddamn mind. Digger means dumb nigga to me, because that means you think I'm so damn dumb that I'm gonna let y'all call me digger and not realize that y'all calling me nigga.
Right, that part.
Yeah, but I say this to the black people here, and they're like, "No, what do you mean? All my white friends, it's the culture here," and I'm like,
"Yep,
hell the fuck no."
Right?
Yep.
That's even more insulting. That's more insulting.
Call me nigga, but you gonna call me digger?
And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm your digger."
Yeah. He's like, it means big guy. And I'm like, big? That means I need to whoop your ass for calling me big guy then.
Yep.
Where did they get that definition from? It means big guy. Is that what it says in the song?
Look, I broke this shit down because I used to smoke all the time. But I broke that shit down. I figured it out. Like they came up with it in the 90s when because Germans love Wu-Tang Clan and shit. When they wanted to rap the words, but they came up with a word like, well, we can say digga, because they knew they couldn't say nigga, because here in Germany, like you can actually get arrested for saying nigga. Yep. Like they don't play about that. They serious.
Oh,
so they're like, okay, well, what if we say digga? And they're like, okay, sure, that works. And the black people that were here did not fight it. They're supposed to stand up, but they were probably making too much money by saying digga, and that's how that shit slided by.
Wow,
it's a whole different world over here.
So even to this, but you had mentioned earlier, Jay, that it's not as racist there. Didn't you say that earlier today?
No. I said it's more passive aggressive racist, but it's definitely less racist than America. Oh, absolutely. Okay. And no matter whatever problems you have here, like nobody has guns really. Like they got guns for hunting, but like you don't have, like in America, if I have a car accident with somebody, I have to worry about even getting out the car and exchanging information, because if they're angry, they might have a gun in the car. Like I know in America, like everybody has a gun. Everybody.
What? In America?
Yes, Look, I know in America, like you have to be very aware, especially when you have a confrontation that somebody might have a gun in their car, or somebody might end up coming up and shooting you. So here you really don't have that. Like,
okay.
Kinda.
No, I don't agree with that. Everybody don't have a gun. Black folks don't. I mean, yeah. So where you at in the hood? So you talking about in the hood? That's what you talking about?
No, I mean in general now, damn near in America. Like since the pandemic, everybody is strapped up.
Wait, you talking about now? Now you changing. Now you say since the pandemic, and you ain't lived here.
No, but I do know that everyone there has a gun, and if there's
okay, I don't have a gun.
Okay, well, you want 2 cents? You better stop it. Free C Murder. Actually, no, don't free C Murder. Keep that nigga in jail. That nigga got issues. No, keep C Murder locked up. Free BG. Free BG. She came in with the C Murder lyrics. Down for my niggas, I ride for my niggas. Fuck them other niggas. Oh my God. But no, it's really it's great over here because it's not a gun culture. And I said this, and it's not even like a fighting culture. Like I was at a party in Amsterdam, and I mean everyone is sloshed drunk with the big old glass mugs in their hands, and 2 dudes got ready to have a fight. And normally in America, what would happen is everyone would animate the fight. During everyone being fucked up and drunk, when these 2 dudes even got ready to have a fight, like less than 1 second later, 4 dudes jumped on one dude and 4 dudes jumped on the other dude, and they just pulled them apart and broke it up, like right, just so the party can keep going. And I'm sitting there like high as shit, like, yo, I would never see that in America.
No,
I would
never. Will. You just hang out in the wrong places. Sherelle, I thought you was coming up.
You do not see people break up fights in America like that. When people get ready to fight, they crowd around, they pull their phones out, and they try to animate, push the fight to happen.
So they don't do that in Germany, huh? No,
they don't.
Okay.
People break up the fights because they don't want the part. It's a different culture. They don't.
Okay.
It's just it's legit. So being black in Germany, it's like you still have your racism, of course, but
yeah,
I definitely think it's a very freeing place. Like you can really just mind your own business. You can smoke if you smoke. You can kind of do what you like. No one's really fucking with you unless you're kind of doing some stupid shit. And if you're a black person here.
So who gets to decide what is stupid shit?
When you're testing people of authority, when you're like, if you're riding around and not buying tickets, like stupid shit, things that you don't have to do that can possibly either get you tickets or get you in trouble, things like that. Like I can be rolling a joint at a coffee shop and it's no problem, even though weed here is illegal. But if I'm doing stupid shit and I'm walking around smoking and maybe I'm crossing like a kid's school, then maybe the cops will be like, let's go give him a ticket because I'm being too flamboyant with it.
So they get to decide. So the choice is, okay. So you prefer it that way than having just okay.
You have more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like in America, it can be stupid shit can just happen to you. Like you just be living life, and all of a sudden you got to deal with some shit that you didn't really want to come across your path. Here, you can kind of navigate the chess game a little bit better. You can kind of just mind your business, hit the parties you want to hit up. Don't get like drunk and fucked up, and you can really just exist. And I think it's really great to be here after I've had all my fun in my 20s. Like now I can be here and just kind of just chill and exist and be a father.
Okay. I guess.
They asked me why I don't speak German. I'm like, because one, I don't like white people enough to learn your language twice. And two,
you a lie.
I don't speak German.
No, you a lie that you don't like white people enough.
I don't. I'm bitter native. Don't get it twisted.
But your kids are by a white woman. How can you?
She was my first one.
But I don't get it. You had 2 kids, so
yeah, by the same woman. Yeah.
Yes, by the same woman. But how can you have such bits? Now that's where I get confused. Like even if it was a black guy and his kids were by a black man, and he's like, I don't like black women. I would be confused.
Black guy had kids by a black man?
By a black woman, I would be confused. See, I hate when you do some bullshit like that, but that's okay. So anyway, I'm confused how you don't like white women, but you liked her enough to at least screw her twice.
I said
I have kids with her.
I don't like white people enough to learn their language twice. I didn't learn Portuguese and I love Brazilians. I didn't learn Japanese and I love Japan. And I don't think that Germans are funny enough or fun enough for me to learn their language. I've traveled the world and I only speak English. I make money in English.
Amen, Jay. Yeah, I'm glad for you, brother. Do you plan on having more kids?
Maybe. It's not something that's like because I want to find a wife who probably already has kids. I really don't know if I want to have more kids with her, but if I do, I will. I mean, because I'm on this planet to procreate. If I meet someone and the energy is authentic and we make the baby out of love, then I'm gonna make a baby.
Did you make your first 2 out of love?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was part of my plan for me to be here, and they were definitely planned. It wasn't no accidental babies. And if I meet a woman and the energy's right, and I believe in how she is as a mother, and she believes in how I am as a father, and we see each other eye to eye, and we want to procreate, then I'm not going to say no.
Okay, but you're not necessarily planning for it.
No, definitely not planning for it. Definitely, I am planning for it. If I was going to have a child, yes, I would plan for it.
Brian, what about you? You going to have more kids?
No, I ain't gonna have no more children. I'm 40, man. I'm about to be 40 this year.
Jay's 42
now. But I started late. You started early.
Yeah, I started early. I got my children at I think I had mine between 22 and 24. So
I'm retired now, so I can afford babies and not really give a shit.
Yeah, I can afford them now, and I give a shit.
No, see, you already stressed. See, I'm just now getting my stress. Like you already had your stress, so you done having kids. I'm still in the honeymoon phase where I still might make.
No, they look like that hair been gone a while. Look like that hair was gone before you had
kids. Ain't kids. No, the kids are stressed. You gotta think my kids live with me. The women stress me, dog. The women stress me.
No,
dog.
wait, Brian, come on, you gotta cam back up.
That's a great topic.
Stress you? No.
Absolutely. Having kids.
Most of my trauma
are easy.
come from women.
It's the mother that's the problem. I am so
no,
happy.
It's not the woman, the mother. That's
not the mother, because my kids live. I never had a problem with the mother. I'm just saying, just in my life in general, women kind of just worry the shit out of me, dog.
Yeah,
that's why I got
kids can be happy playing video games with you, and you teach them how to. It's very easy to be a father to children. The hard part is being a father to children with a mother next to you, because she has all the micromanaging that she wants to do and all the other stuff. Unless she can really chill. Most men have a problem being a father with a woman. Most men do not have a problem being a father to a child if they can be free and do it.
Brian, you gotta stop that. What you talking about?
Hold on, let me say this. I agree with him. That's one of the reasons why I got custody of my son, because I learned from my oldest girl. I said a woman ain't finna try to dangle this child in front of me to make me do whatever I want, and I couldn't do what I want, and I was ticky. So I said, you know what? The next child I have, I'm gonna give me a lawyer and I'm gonna take him to court. Because in America, they say we don't have rights, but we do have rights once that baby come out. As long as you got money, you gotta get a lawyer. And once you get a lawyer, I got full custody of my child. Pay for the guardian ad litem and all this shit.
So how did you get full custody? What was she doing that
she wasn't even a bad mother? my finances was just better than hers. My lifestyle was better than hers. Even at a young age, I had my own crib. My son had a playroom and his own room. My daughter mother vouched for me, saying I was a hell of a daddy. Her family said that they asked the Garden of Light, asked both of our family, you know, they interviewed both families, see what they, you know, whatever. They asked her family, what you think about Brian? They said, oh, Brian a good dude. I wouldn't be mad if he got the child either. So everything was in my favor. And I had a
Mississippi is one of the
attorney.
most backward states, but it's actually one of the most liberal for fathers.
Yep.
With it being it's like number 50 or number 49 as far as education, as far as states. But it is one of the states where a lot of fathers get a lot of rights because women there, in general, it's still kind of the norm that the kids go with fathers. Whereas a liberal, very liberal state like California, that shit would never happen.
But Brian, so even though you got full custody, you allowed her, or like she got to spend time with her son, right? And so is that a yes? She got to spend time with her son.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm from Mississippi. My son's mother is not from Mississippi. She's originally from Chicago, so she didn't know nobody there. So she moved back and lived her life. You know what I'm saying? She never she never really. That's why I say I ain't gonna say she's the reason why I got cousin, because she was a bad mother. But I knew that the woman I chose just wasn't a hell of a mother. That's on me. And I accept it. I don't even complain about that. That's why I don't shit on my baby mother, because I chose her. But
you chose perfect.
Yeah, I chose her.
So she has.
Because you get to raise your son with like no headache.
With no, bro. You know how it feels, bro, to. I see a lot of brothers go through the child support. I'm going through child support with my daughter, but my daughter, I put myself on child support. But I still didn't have no baby mama drama like that in a way. You know, we bumped heads, but it feels so good that I can sleep good at night, knowing that we can walk and I can show you my kids are sleeping in their room, relaxed, and I ain't got to deal with this right here. Send me this. And guess what? I don't get $1 from none of them. None of them. Nothing. I don't want nothing, bro. Just give me them babies. The judge asked me how much child support do I want. I say I don't want nothing. I do not want nothing. Just give me my baby, and I got the rest.
The government here in Germany gives my ex $178 for each of my kids. I don't have to give child support.
Whoa.
Wait, the government gives it to her?
Yep. Socialism.
Why?
Because I'm not German, I'm American. So technically they can't force me to do it because they have no rights over me. So all the money that I've made and all the money that I've made to retire, I keep it, but they don't have access to it. Because she chose somebody who wasn't a German person, they got to treat me like I was some poor African or somebody like some, because that's what normally happens is women have babies with other black men in other countries. So it's like the government has to take care of those women. So it's the same situation for me, even though I'm American. So even though I'm here and I have my money and I'm retired, I don't pay child support to them. The government.
So
pays
you made your money there. You made your money in America.
Both. I came to Germany with money that I had saved because I was stacking my entire 20s and bartending and whatnot. But then when I also came here, I was also working in bars and also cashing up. So when I sold my bar before the pandemic, thank God I did. I've been able to put that with my my trust fund that I already had and kind of just keep that, and I can stack. And I can live off my art, but as long as I don't spend more than $1,200 a month, I'm straight for the rest of my life.
Okay, Brian. So
I just want to say something. What the Funk is a perfect example of following the rules. So I got to give him his props because I didn't follow those rules. Listen to him, his story. That's how men should. That's the storyline men should follow. Just what he did, not just necessarily moving out to another country, but just living life the right way. That's a great example.
Wait.
I'm a great example too.
I was about to say, how are you two different?
No, I'm just saying, like, I look at how he's living his life, and I made mistakes too, but I live more of an edgier life. And
just because he's more boring than you, he's better.
It's not being
boring. It's not boring. It's logical.
No, it's just about about the positive image of the black man. Like we always think black men out here slanging or doing nigga shit. I was part of the nigga shit, except committing crimes. I just never really committed crime. So just seeing a man that just was disciplined, even as a young man, to now, and just hearing how he's retired, how he had his kids at the right age, saving money, all that. I blew money, and my father was an accountant. He taught me how to save, but I wasn't disciplined. I was chasing what other people was doing, you know, what was popular, what was trendy, you know what I'm saying? So brothers like him, man, you know, I commend.
I ain't gonna lie though, I could have retired at 33, 34 if I wasn't smoking weed.
See, now he just got to go further. See, he already gave you your props. We didn't need to hear more. Okay. See, that's so Brian, are you still out here with the nigga shit then?
Kind of, sort of, you know, but in a positive way. In a positive way, you know,
because I've seen you on Black Man Unfiltered. Yeah. Okay, I was about to say that. I hear you on Black Man Unfiltered, and you know, being honest and real and keeping, you know, who you true to who you are and expressing that, and not trying to be something that you're not. So
most definitely, most definitely. I can't never be my brother like that. You know, that ain't my type of lifestyle. But when I do meet men like that, like damn, that's the right way to be. But I always like to have a opening to brothers like this. So when I talk to these young people, I have a education of people like him, you know, they did it the right way, and look how he's living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm raising 2 kids, 2 different baby moms, even though my situation is a little different than most guys. But man, just discipline your dick, you know, calm down, man. You know, your sperm is everything. And this was I was taught. But once I got out that world.
So are you preventing to have more kids? Would you get a vasectomy since you don't want more kids?
No, I got a vasectomy.
Oh, so you were serious. Okay.
No, yeah. I don't want more children.
That's good. Now, see, I look at that the same way what you were just saying about with the funk. Even though like he's retired, yes, but you have made a solid decision and took the steps not to, you know, take a chance.
But he took a positive path. He just took a more positive path than I did.
You have too, because you had to go through what you went through to get to where you are today. So that was your positive path. I mean, don't get me wrong. I admire him for what he did too. That was great, but that worked for him. That wouldn't have worked for you, or it would have happened. So this is your positive path as well. I'm just trying to say both of you guys are, I think, amazing example at, especially for the black men. Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah. I just, you know, I still just love the nigga stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a part of that dark world.
Why should you? The nigga stuff is what's fun about life. It makes it more.
I know. I love being with my people, man. I love being with my people. You know what I mean? So,
I do too. Right.
Yeah, I'm not around like the intellectuals and stuff like that, man. I'm
not either.
You know, I'm a little different.
I'm just joking.
I'm tamed on y'all's channels, you know, but I'm a little different.
Oh, it's a different story when you're around your nigga shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't come over here.
Don't come over here.
Yeah, don't come to the nigga side, bro. We're gonna have you bad credit, baby mamas, fights, death.
What the fuck? Why'd you get down? What happened? And I don't know why Zoe and Sherelle are not up here. This was you guys' idea as well. I think Sherelle don't want to come up because she don't want to cam up and keep her word. I hope that's not it. But you guys got to keep your word. Don't just say stuff that he said. I'm scared of jail. I don't blame you with the funk. I told my little jail story how I met my first husband and
I've never been to jail before. That's one thing I'm thankful. I've never been to jail.
Really?
So I don't know what jail look like.
Would you still in all what you say that you're in? Okay, so you're not into something that can cause you to go to jail.
No, I'm into like I ain't gonna lie. I'm into fucking these women. I'm into enjoying life.
That's what. Okay, that's the Brian I know.
Weed at 31. Yeah, that's what I'm into. I'm into that. And you know, some of these guys they looking for a wife. I ain't looking for no motherfucking wife. I got money, you know. I ain't rich enough. I'm not rich, or I can say I can retire, but you know, I can do what I want. You know what I mean? So that's me. And I raise these kids, so they about to get older. So you know, that's what I want to do. That's my reality. I can't knock it. That's why I like be on ratchets. You know, I like to.
So you like to be on what?
No, I'm just talking crazy.
No, I don't know what that is. What? Say it again.
No, I just like to be on ratchet time sometimes.
Reggie time. Who's Reggie time? What is that? CP
Ratchet,
time?
Ratchet.
Oh, ratchet time.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. So you don't never want to be married.
No.
No, I'm talking like even so what happens? Okay, so you're gonna be 40 and then 50 is gonna come around. I mean, you're gonna get some aches and pains, you're gonna get older, and then so you see yourself just being alone then.
No, I
or one of these ratchets are probably gonna be just be with you. You have a rotation of ratchets coming
even
around.
If I hit 50, I think I can still pull a 35, between 35.
Oh well, yeah. I'm
I
talking about as you go on.
But I did these relationships though. You know, I did these relationships and it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have certain I'm just not good in relationships, and I can admit that.
Okay. Amen. That's good that you know that's most impressive that you're not around here trying to fool these women. So you tell them up front.
I lie to these hoes. I lie to them though. I do lie to these women.
Oh, okay. Now down there. Now this where the problem gonna come, Brian.
Yeah, and I said whatever come with it.
Wait, I know you did not just Mo Better Blues. I know you did not just call him my name. What? Because we both got the black.
I know.
Oh.
No. Because I did that because no. I did that because you put your government name up there, not what the phone. So I was looking at that because I was gonna make a comment on that, but I wanted to stay on Brian about talking about like he lies about it. Now you know how much I fuss at these guys about lying about getting the punani. Why not just tell the truth? Most likely they still gonna give it to you.
No,
hush. You don't lie about it. You don't lie about it.
I used to,
but you don't do it no more.
No, because I'm retired. I don't have to lie. But when I was coming up and stacking and had my RV, I had to lie my ass off. Lies work. Let's keep it 100. Women love lies.
Brian, why do you lie? Why don't you just tell the truth?
Well, there's
because
just
when you broke, the truth don't get you laid.
He ain't broke.
But in the past, maybe he was.
But even now, I still lie to him. It's like there's certain caliber of women. They're just not going to accept me saying, I'm not going to be monogamous. You get what I'm saying? There's just certain women out here that just not going to accept it, or my game just not strong enough to just tell this particular woman. So sometimes I got to bend the truth a little bit with her so I can get it.
Okay, then once you get it, you get it. You don't plan on sticking around. So once
sometimes as a friend, I do. That's why you gotta that's why I get to know him first. Like it's all up here.
I know, but I'm saying once you tired of sticking around with that one, because you not,
I know how to slide out. I know how to slide back, baby. You can do it without being disrespectful. I ain't gonna go ghost on or nothing like that.
You just gonna stop hitting it as much.
Yeah, hitting it as much.
Because you didn't found something else to hit.
No, it's not even about finding something else.
It might just be over.
It just be over.
Why? What makes it over?
Gone. Me?
Why?
Okay, sometimes a women's stories ain't. Okay, sometimes you just get tired of it. Like I think a lot of times women don't really understand how they sound, and as a man, you'll tolerate dealing with her and hearing her sounds and hearing her bullshit stories to get the yams. But then once you get the yams, unless the yams are.
He the one lying. His is the bullshit story.
It doesn't matter though. I'm just telling you from a man's perspective why we kind of get done with it. And after a while, I would say after about, let's say 2 or 3 months, you kind of over it. And if you're over it, you just kind of like fall back and kind of ease away. And hell,
2 or 3 months?
Yeah, there's times where I was kicking with a girl and after about 2 or 3 months, I'm like pushing her to one of my homeboys. Like, hey, my homeboy, he a real good dude,
Yeah. Wait.
I'm different.
No, but y'all said your guy say they don't like to know when the other guy has been with her. So that means y'all just didn't really even give a fuck about her, right?
No.
If you're willing to pass it on to your guy.
I care about her, which is why I push it on to some dude who's actually positive. I ain't like saying go fuck with that dude who's fucking a whole bunch of girls on the street. I'm like, hey, my homeboy, he really kind of like y'all be having good.
You're agreeing with this, Brian?
Yeah. Now I probably wouldn't accept a girl from my homeboy, but you do have that certain friend that don't really care, but that's a good dude though.
Yeah,
you can't do that with every guy.
That don't get chances, and I'm a bartender, so I'm always throwing alley oops to other men. Like, hey man, go.
That's some crazy shit right there. This is
not
crazy
though. It's the truth.
To me, it's crazy. That's crazy. That is fucking that because it's crazy. Okay, for one, okay, the beginning part is the lie to get it. Okay, I hear what you're saying though, but the beginning part to that lie, and then okay, so she doesn't even know truly why she's there, but okay, she enjoying it. I would assume.
She know why. She don't know why.
She know what it is. Girls ain't dumb.
No, how is she gonna know if he's saying he's lying to get it?
If I met a girl in the bar and I was bartending, I met up with a girl and I was like kicking it with her for like a good 2 months, and she's a good woman, but just not the woman I'm really trying to be with, I would end up like trying to pass her to a dude like Jay.
Yeah.
Like Jay right here?
No, like Jay right here. Jay right here.
Yeah, right here below me.
Yes, right.
Yes, no. Okay, see, that is so disrespectful to her now. So now it's like, oh, I'm gonna pass her along over here. That is just the word. I mean, that sounds so crazy
not
to
for
me.
Sex, but for actual vibes. I'm not saying, hey, go fuck him. Like I'm on some school days type shit. I'm not doing that. I'm saying like,
what you gonna tell her? How are you gonna get them two together?
Okay, all right. You want to role play? You want to do this? All right. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Kai, me and you, we was kicking it. We didn't had a good time. But it's kind of at a stalemate right now. And
why is it at a stalemate? No, we having a conversation
because I'm bored with you.
Well, why are you bored? I'm having a conversation. Why are you bored with me?
You asked me why am I bored?
Yes.
I mean, let's keep. Look, we've had our fun. We both adults, but
I'm still having fun. I'm still having fun.
But I'm not having fun. So it's time.
Okay, so why did you get into this relationship with me?
Because I thought I would have fun with you a lot longer than I did, and now the fun.
Okay, so what made the fun is over? What has changed though? I'm trying to understand what has changed to make this fun not fun anymore, and we're doing the same thing.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, I think sometimes you get very argumentative for no reason. And I think that sometimes our energy is just off. We have great angry sex, but I can't really see myself just kicking it with you like long term. Like I don't see myself growing old with you.
Amen. Okay.
People, but I just don't see me. So I don't want to waste your time. But I do.
Okay, well, I thank you for that.
And I saw how you and Jay was like kicking it when we was having that.
No, you ain't seen nothing. No, thank you. No, thank you. No.
You ain't even let me. Okay.
I don't need because that's the end.
Jay hit that smooth boy. I like it.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, but thank you for being honest, and I will move on.
Sometimes, Jay. Sometimes when you do that, it's better like that. Cause let's say y'all bump into each other.
Right. I don't want to see your ass no more.
Good energy. No, it's still good energy because he was real with her. Instead of him dogging her, I'll be like, "F you, I ain't fuck with you no more." You know,
the person who's with my baby's mother, right? The person who's like I know him, and I knew him when I was with her, and I like my kids were with his kids, and like so I know him. I know how he is as a father, and blah blah blah. So after I broke up with her, then I found out that he was with her, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, are you mad?" And I'm like, "What kind of weird? Why would I be mad if I've already spent time with this man and seen him as he is as a father? My kids have already stayed the night at his house. Like I already know him. I know his kids. Like I know who he is. Why would I be upset that he's now the person that's around my kids and my ex, as opposed to some stranger who I don't know? I know this man. I don't have to worry about him being so much like I there's not a doubt in my body that he's not the kind of guy that would be a grooming type dude. I trust him as a father. So father to father, and just because he's with my ex now, I don't give a shit. I'm happy because it's better for my kids to be in a 2-parent kind of like it's stressful to take care of them 1 parent 2 kids. Even though I have smoke from my ex, I don't want her to be stressing like that because that's worse for my children. It's better for my children to be around another man, especially a man that probably already has older kids around as well, because it's an easier unit. So I was like, I told my lawyer, I was like, I got no problem with him. It's like zero. Like I'm not coming to make it awkward when I go pick up my kids. Like I have no. Yo, I'm happy he's there because I know what it's like if the wrong guy comes around.
Okay, yeah, I get that. That's fine, but that's why that could stop there. I don't know what woman would want you to set her up with someone else though. Like you've been
not
seeing
every woman like
that.
There's just certain situations though that does happen.
I've done it at least more than seven times in my life where I've set up.
How many?
7 or 8? Yeah, girl did me like that before. Passed me along to some one of her partners.
And you went for it?
Yeah. I've been passed off.
I love
too.
big women.
I
love them big women, baby. I wasn't trying to have no big girl.
So what did that have to do with her being a big girl? You said she passed her because she wanted her big girl to get some.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you be doing that?
Wow,
bro.
was that her?
I love them big girls.
Wait. Was that her?
That only happened 2 times in my life, though.
Was that her reason? Because she wanted her big girl to get some, and she knew you would.
Yeah, she just knew I like them big women. She always knew I like big women.
Boy, you Mississippi.
So she's not a big woman.
Huh?
You Mississippi brothers y'all are the fattest state in America.
Yeah, we are. We got some big girls down there, brother.
I went to high school there. When I went to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We went there for because I was going to Piney Woods.
We
had a basketball game, and I saw them teenage girls in Hattiesburg, and I was just like,
"Oh yeah!"
I thought I seen thick. No, Mississippi and women in Tennessee are a whole different type of thick. And Jackson, Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi.
That one from Jackson.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I was like, "Yo, these women, but don't get them pregnant after the baby. It's over. Once they get pregnant, they blow up." But
this boy.
Anyway, hey Jay Takaski, how are you? Jay. I don't know where Jay is. I guess he gone. But okay.
Hey, the 90s and 2000s.
Well, I mean, I like the candor. I love the candor, but it's like
this is how
that's some bullshit. It's like
it's not though. It's very logical.
I'm talking about the lying part. I'm back on Brian. But at least he honest. He can't
get a word. This is an E to get a word, man. You lie at work. You lie to patients sometimes. You don't fully tell these patients the full truth.
No, I do. Believe me, I do. I tell them, I'm like, that doctor lying to you. I'll be like, this is what you need to do, in my humble opinion. I tell them, Brian, you once you come over here,
in life, you gotta be manipulative, though. In life, you gotta be, even in work, in anything.
That was my problem. That was my problem. That's just not my demeanor. That's not in me. It's just isn't.
But that's why you see a lot of people bitter. You see a lot of guys bitter about life because some people just not built like that. And I ain't saying I'm the hardest guy, but I do have outlets. I always had people I can talk to. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for that. So that's why I ain't went crazy. That's why I can step in this world and talk my shit and swallow spit and play dumb. I love playing like I'm ignorant. I like people think I'm stupid as a motherfucker.
Okay. Have you ever had a situation where the girl, it didn't go so well because of your lie okay, so how do you handle that? Do you just play dumb?
No,
double down.
Just take it. Yep. Take it. Hey, that's part of the game. It hurts. It hurts.
Double down means you just continue to lie like we gonna be all right and
no lies like that. My grandpa said if you lie to a woman about love and things like that, you invite getting stabbed. That's bad alchemy. But what you can do is, like, if you're in a lie, like you gotta sometimes stick with it, and it doesn't mean that you gotta lie like
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh
yeah, that's doubling down, right?
That's different. No, I'm saying double down. Like if you did something wrong and she caught you, like you don't admit it, double down.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like was you
like Eddie Murphy? Wasn't me.
No,
even though she saw you, wasn't you?
Like did I try to end up hooking up with her cousin? Okay, no, even though I did. Hey, girls' cousins be fine.
I wasn't even going that far. Okay,
they do.
What
when you go with a woman to her family reunion, it's the worst. It's the worst. Because you find out you picked the wrong one every fucking time. Every time a girl takes you to family reunion, you meet another woman there that's like,
but why would you go to the family reunion with a girl you're not even serious with? That you lied to even get it from.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's life, man. You got one
I gotta
life
hurry up and get married again. I cannot do this.
I learned that at an early age. If I wanted good smoke, always get it with a girl that smoked. Because girls always got better weed than I could get.
Damn, I ain't know that. I ain't started smoking till I was 31.
I know you said that. What made you start smoking?
I just want to be focused on life, you know. I didn't even drink. I don't even drink.
Wow. Hey, drink. Zoe.
All right.
I'm sorry, Zoe. I always say
I'm about to go get my big hand boy, but I'm gonna end up coming back to y'all. Vibing with y'all.
All right, boy. You be safe, man. Be safe, brother.
Right. So what's up with Sherelle? What's up with her? Why she didn't come up here? Sherelle, you supposed to come up here, love. But anyway, how are you, Zoe? You hear this?
I'm taking my niece and my nephew to school.
Do he hear us talking? I gotta move this
I hear
way so
now I do.
Do your nephew hear us talking?
No, they're not in the car yet. I'm waiting for my sister to bring them out.
Oh, okay. So did you hear this stuff that Brian and Jay was saying about their game to get women and lying to do certain things? Did you hear that conversation?
Hold on. Let me clarify.
Okay, clarify.
Don't lie all the time, but there are certain situations that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just lie, like tell a girl like, hey, I'm this millionaire, nothing like that, but it just like kind of like bending the truth a little bit, certain instances. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying we lie to everyone.
No, you said, okay, wait. You said you lie because there's certain caliber of women that are not going to fall for your old okie doke.
Yeah,
okay, that's exactly. Let's say
that. Yeah, please put that in context.
I'm glad I got it right.
There's some women out here that's up on game.
So what you think about that, Zoe?
I didn't hear their part because I was on my way over here. I heard some of the earlier conversations, but on this topic in particular, everyone lied. I don't think about the fact that women in particular, and I don't pay attention to trying to lie to anybody. I try to be sincere in how I feel, and then whatever I say, I'll give enough information that I'm comfortable with. I'll be honest to a certain degree. I'm not going to always be honest. I'm not going to be fully honest. I'm not going to be fully transparent or let everybody know everything going on about me, because that's not secure. It's not insecure, but it's not secure to sit here and let everybody know everything, especially if they really want to know it or not. It's like, I'm protective, and that's important to be protective. So I don't lie, but I'm always, so I make sure that I'm always sincere. I don't say something I don't mean, and I don't show in my actions something that I don't mean. If somebody can tweet differently, hold on, sit in front, Tim. No, right here.
He said it in an educated way.
Yeah, he is, because he's still talking that same bullshit, because the ultimate goal is that, because he gonna lie. He's saying he not gonna tell the whole truth. There's certain things he's gonna keep away. Because
so he has tell a man everything you meet. But hold on.
Okay, see, I date with intention, though.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. How many times have you smashed somebody this year?
I haven't had sex in almost 2 years.
Dang.
Now, that's what you're saying right now. And I have somebody to believe you or not, right? But how many women do you think answer that question honestly?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't see why a woman wouldn't answer it honestly, especially if they're not with you. I don't get why not answer it honestly.
Right. But the thing is, okay, that's probably why you don't get what I'm saying in general. I don't really care how much time with the woman has had sex, but the fact that it's something that she wouldn't want to divulge is something that I'm going to be sensitive to. I'm not going to try to pull that information out. A woman might ask me the same question, and I'm just going to be the same level of evasiveness that she's going to show me, because I don't need her. Like, if she's not going to be vulnerable in a certain way, I'm not going to be vulnerable neither. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not going to give something that without getting something in return. I'm going to make sure that the nature of the relationship, whatever it is, stays reciprocal. So what I'm doing, what I'm doing, you're following my lead, or you're not following my lead. You're doing something else, and it's like, okay, now I can call you out on that, or I can fall back. You know what I mean? So it has to do more with that than it has to do with trying to lie to somebody. Trying to lie or lying never worked for me. I never got no play off of actively lying to a chick. And when I was young, I used to think that was it because that's what I thought everyone else was doing. As I got older, it means that, chicks that I go for, if I'm sincere to them, then it works. If I lie to them, it doesn't work. But if I'm honest with them, if I'm too honest with them, it doesn't work neither. So I just show how I sincerely feel. I don't try to play myself, and I don't try to play them unless they're making a fool of themselves. But I try to make things clear. I try to be kind. I try to be respectful.
See?
But you just thought I was lying about what I just told you.
He's up here in the front.
So how?
Well, because the back side, I have my jacket in this seat.
I think you.
Come on, it's late.
If I'm just trying to.
Emily, come on, let's go.
And I think the woman know this what it is.
You got to go to school.
That's what I'm on. Now, if I'm trying to have a relationship with a woman, I think my approach would be different.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying there, Brian. So if you know that you're not trying to have a relationship with a woman, and that's the type of women I assume you want to drive to you that don't want to have a relationship. So why not just be honest about it?
Yes, I think that part is understood. This kind of what it is, but I think your point was when we want to end. When we want to end the sexual relationship, I think that's a choice that we have because now we bored with it.
Yeah, and that's fine if you're going into it honestly, though.
Yeah, I go into that honestly, but now I'm just not gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna be in a relationship." Then I get it. No. I ain't doing nothing like that. Nah.
So if you just want to hit it and quit it, you're honest in that.
Yeah, it goes like that because I tell a woman up front I don't want to be in a relationship.
Okay.
So however that woman feels, everything, then I can put everything on her.
Okay. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You go. I'm sorry. Go.
So wonder like with someone like me. So you say that, well, not someone like me, because then I wouldn't do it. But say you say that, like, okay, it's me, I'm not looking for no relationship or whatever. And then she's like, okay, it's all good or whatever, but I'm looking for a relationship, but she's still willing to give it to you. Would you still go?
That's on her. Yeah, that's still on her. Okay, now she come at me like, why you don't love me no more? Why you don't like me? But I said, listen, baby, in the beginning, I told you I don't want to be in no. Now everything is on her.
But she told you also, just that's like fine. You told. Wait, just like you told her, she told you she wants to be in a relationship, and you still hit it. So that gonna go both ways. Even though you said, well, that's my
choice, though.
Yeah, and then she gonna say that was your choice, and she gonna say, "Well, I told you." So she gonna be like, "Well, we in a relationship."
But that's the problem. Conversations is a non-contact sport. She can walk away. Conversations is a non-contact sport. She can walk away. I told her that, but she's still giving me the cat willingly.
Yeah, and you still taking the cat.
Like I wanted to because I'm not in a relationship, but I'm still not in a relationship.
But I'm in a relationship. But she said I'm in a relationship though,
and that's even better.
You silly.
Is she in a relationship
with you?
Oh, not with me.
Yes, with you.
Oh no, not with me. I thought you said she got a man.
No, she told you that. Yes, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I want to hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that freaking home.
No problem. I'm gonna get some water right quick. You guys keep talking.
Okay, but to throw it back full circle, like when we was on Black Men Unfiltered, hopefully me and him still do that interview tonight because I got to interview him because of that guy conversation we had with Sherelle and stuff that sparked some questions I got to change up now that I'm going to ask him because of what he believes, because me and him are kind of very similar in that regards when it comes to protecting children and things like this. But I want to say that to you, brother. I'm 30. I'm a 91 kid. I'm literally a 90s baby.
No, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, bro. I respect a little bit of the old school and how they hustled and how our ladies were really, really back then, but also to an extent, I got old school implemented with new school in me. So it's kind of like, not a generational divide at all for me.
Yeah.
But it's enough there that I can take from young cats and their stories and try to be smart about how I move about things. Now, granted, I don't have any kids. I've never had any kids in high school. Out of wedlock, none of that bullshit. And the reason why it was because I had the fear of God of my father. and my grandmother. More so their teaching them. I had to keep me from doing stupid shit. Now the consciousness came from my grandma. I want everybody to know that because I probably said it a million times. It came from my grandmother, y'all. She put a conscience in me to make me not to make stupid decisions. So any dumb ideas that would have put in my head, I'm like, no, maybe not do that. Not do that. I got to filter that bullshit out. But at one point, like, you know what Black Man said, with his experience with that lady, the whole babysitter shit, that shit's real.
I believe.
No, but granted, here's what I want everybody to let everybody know. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see at a certain age, not 13. I was like 14, right, when it's probably spooked up on me. Or maybe I was 8 when I saw it, and now 14, I want to kind of put that into practice a little bit. So a lot of stuff can happen to you, and it will change you maybe for the better or for the worse. But more often than not, I think what's been romanticized is you wait till you're an adult. But the thing is, we don't wait. We go right into high school to do this shit. And then this shit just gets out of fucking control. I can't tell you how many freaking pregnant girls were in my freaking high school. There's a freaking nursery in the damn school.
Right.
That's bullshit. And guess what? I know like 2 of them ladies that was knocked up. I didn't do it with them. The thing is, I wouldn't want to after that shit. And that wasn't me demoralizing or minimizing. Listen, the way it came to me in my brain was, listen, if you get knocked up by some dude, you're his property. For life. I'm sorry, Kaya. That's what I thought most of my thought process was when I was 18. 17. So, you do something with a girl, she's forever yours and you're forever hers. That's how it's supposed to go. Yeah. But hey, that wasn't the game and locker room talk, boys. When we was in jocks, that was not the talk. It was just more often than not. Some cats who were Christian didn't do it. Some cats who weren't Christian did do it. And the thing was with me specifically, yeah, I didn't get it until I was like really 17 with the first girl I really cared about. And she went to a different school than me.
Man, I was 19 years old, bro, when I lost mine. Bro,
yeah. And I told my brothers, there's nothing wrong with waiting or whatever, because now that I'm older and I realize that there ain't no shame in that shit. If them brothers want to say that shit, then they true blue Christians in that sense, if they've saved it up. I'll be honest, because real people who says, oh, I'm a Christian, yeah, guess what? If you really follow the book, you wouldn't be doing that shit. I just call people out on it. Because I used to be a Christian. That's why I can I'm not coming at you. That's why I can say that, because I used to believe what you believed. If you was really about it, like my grandma was and how I was about it. I didn't do anything until 7, and when I was more 17, but till around that time, 16 to 17 is when it came up. And I wasn't going pussy out of it, because that peer pressure is a bitch in a sense. It is bad in a sense. But Kaya, I can't hear you.
So that's what made you do it, because of the peer pressure?
It wasn't even just peer pressure too. That was a side effect of that. But the thing was, I really like this girl, and I do want to do with her, and in the sense that I do trust her in a sense. Mm-hmm. And I did do it. The thing is I did do it, but the thing is I didn't do stupidly. The thing is we follow all the precautions, protection, condom, everything, and proper, this goes for all y'all, proper freaking hygiene etiquette. What you need to do. Because I was
it a bad experience?
No, it wasn't a bad experience. I heard a lot of cats said they maybe because I think some of them were capping, but maybe one of them was telling the truth. Where they said one of them, not girl was dusty, but she was dirty. Like it wasn't clean. Is what he told me. Now for me, I was one of those cats like listen, uncomfortable for a girl to be in a shower with a guy, I understand, but I did that with her. She cleaned me, I cleaned her. I don't give a damn. And the reason why, because I thoroughly make sure, because if you're gonna do it, you got to be clean and you got to be safe. That's how that has to be. And
but Jay, I have something to say there.
That's weird, I know, but
it's not that it's weird, but if it gets to that point, or if she's that type of person, even though you clean her right before you have sex or whatever you do, what you're gonna do, if that is her just being nasty, that's in her. Like, even though you cleaned her off that time before you hit it, that's still a nasty person.
And ma'am, it was more so she got off. Yeah, It was more so she got off of freaking practice because she was tennis. I was in track at this time when I dated her. So we both know we didn't take a shower at the freaking school. We know that. Me, I got like a quick cleanse in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But more so just to be clean. You can't be going in dirty or sweating. And I hear a lot of sweat fetish from sisters like that. I'm like, y'all really want to? And I think they cap it sometimes. I'm like, you really want to be sweating? You really want to have sweaty sex? You really want to do that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the heater on, then yeah, and it's hot in the house, maybe. But I'm talking about like after I just got leaving the damn work. I'm not. If I'm wearing a suit, that's a little bit different of a job, but I can still sweat regardless no matter what I want.
That you care about and really care about them, a little sweaty, dirty sex ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on now.
Well, honestly, I tried that up to like not anniversary days, but just special occasions. If you were to do that specifically, like to me, I would call that a workout sex. That's what I would call when we're both working out. That's what I would call that.
Oh, so after you both work out and you're hot and sweaty, you don't take a
that's acceptable. I'm talking about like
same thing.
Yo, I just left and I ain't showered, sweetheart. I'm like, okay. So what? You go? So what? You gonna shower? Or am I what? We go over here. I'm like, yeah. I'll hit up the hotel. I'll shower there, and then we'll get right to it. I've had plenty of girls tell me that every once in a while. But my thing is how we're coming up with our generations and of our kids not following what the hell we did. We just, let's be real. We want our kids. You want your kids to be smarter than you and to be better than you in that sense from the mistakes that you made, so they don't make those mistakes. Right. Trust me, we preach this in any community till we dead in the flow. Don't do the same shit that I did. That's all I'm telling you.
But
whether you're little girl, little boy, and the thing is, yes, they will make mistakes, but don't teach them to make mistakes that you made. That's the difference, because that's more of you trying to clean up. I mean, more not cleaning up your past, but more so like at least I did right by you before I got put in the ground. At least I did that right. Yeah. And the thing is, the brother Brian on here, I would feel honestly if I had some kids, I'd be saying like at least I got my son and my daughter right. At least I got that right. That alleviates my worry before I'm in the damn ground.
Man, I'm so bro.
And like they married and they got their own kids. I did good. I'm good. No divorces, none of that. I'm good. I'm out. Now me and my wife can freaking chill. That's all I gotta worry about.
Brian not getting married.
Say it again?
I might get married.
Brian not getting married.
Oh, bro, no. I heard the brother earlier what he was saying a little bit because I was working a little bit. But the thing is, at least for me specifically, brother, because I want to speak to him a little bit. The thing is with me, all my old school cats have taught me something. And the thing is, I understand there's a lot of marriage ain't for everybody. I get that to a T, just like school ain't for everybody.
Right.
I definitely get it from both sides because I've heard both stories and I can see how they might have had some trauma or they were not taught well, similar to how I was raised. Like technically my grandmother was grooming me to be a man in a sense. Her and my father were literally grooming me in order to do things like, I had the right connections and the right people. I was around a good community of people to keep me, like I said, to keep me out of jail or do stupid stuff. Mm-hmm. Taking a chance on me, which the chance was not wasted. It's still there. Like I said, I'm not convicted of anything. I'm in a pretty good space. I'm gonna be in a better space. Mm-hmm. So yeah. But the thing is for me, like when we're talking about loving somebody, that they're gonna come at me, but fuck it. Most of our women in America aren't really suited to love anybody, to be honest. There might be a select few. Miss Kaya, don't jump, sister.
I'm just switching. That's all I'm doing.
No. Yeah, go ahead. I want you to hear me. Go ahead, hear this.
I'm not.
And the thing is, because I'm wondering, could their mother ever teach them to love somebody? That's what I'm really wondering on that other end. But on the other hand, on the boy side, because like I said, I get on the guys a lot too. Do you have all the steps? Necessary steps required in order to teach that little boy to be a man when he grows up and to help him through his decisions when he knows he needs his daddy the most. And I'm not talking about baby him, of course not, because we got to toughen our sons up and we don't want him to be nobody's little whipping boy. Hell no. I want him to be tough in exterior, but I also want him to know he can share his shit with me. Not just his boys, but share it with me because I'm his father. Hell yeah. Those shit like dad. Yo, he'll come like, yo, dad, there's this girl I like. And I know you told me as soon as I got out once I got out of high school, which I didn't pursue any girls. I just talked with them. I'm gonna feel some type of way about women when I hit college. And that's gonna be one of the times where I'm gonna have to sit him down and we're gonna really just be chill about it. But I want him to really sincerely listen to me when I talk to him. I'm gonna tell him, no, son, you are gonna have these emotions and they are gonna come up. I know you've been doing your best to hold ground in order to lead with your logic instead of your feelings, but this is one of them times when you can't prepare for that sometimes. But what you can do, because like I said, because you're not gonna be able to control how you feel, but what you can do is aim it at something. And how you do that. And I told my brother, there's nothing wrong with waiting or whatever, because
yeah, he's on. Turn off your YouTube. There you go. Okay, Jack, go ahead.
Yeah. But no. But the thing is, that's a loaded conversation you're both gonna have. And the thing is, don't call him a bitch or a pussy. Don't call him any of that shit. Pardon my language, Kai, when I say that. But the thing is, just sit down and talk with him, because he, like I said, because you're all his guy. You are all he has to look forward to, like what a man is supposed to be. You're the example. He has to follow you, and he might come realize, yeah, my dad ain't perfect, but he did the best that he could freaking do. And when he gave me the tools necessary in order to take care of somebody, and the thing is, it's being, like I said, we don't have enough of that for our own brothers, because they go down, they lead down a path of least resistance to be bad, and it's not good for them. Like, go around and they come up with this mentality once they're first hurt by a lady, yo, man, just go on and smash all these bees. We literally had a cat. At least in the passport, one of our passport brothers that I talked to, he was on some shit, and we had to G-check him because he was hurt from one of the girls that he picked. Now, he didn't get burned. He didn't have no kids with her, thank goodness. But the thing is, he felt so freaking hurt. He came with his mental, yo, just smash all these girls. I'm like, no, bro. We here to G-check you, me and my mentor and my other boys. We ain't gonna let you do that shit. Because listen, you got a platform, you can't be telling cats to be doing that shit. I'd be damned if we need more freaking people of this bad generation around, dude. We need shit changed, and we need to put the work to this shit. Because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of having to hear about all this. I'm tired of hearing girls saying, well, he wasn't nothing and whatever. I'm tired of hearing dudes saying, well, she was, no. That was both a choice that you both made, but also y'all didn't have the freaking information required and the mentality to do the things correctly. If you take anything, you should learn from the older generation, god damn it. That's the point why we're here. Not to learn from our past generations, to make sure that we move progressively into the future, to make sure they do things a little bit differently than we do, but they have some of the teachings that we pass on to them. And the thing is, I want, like Kaya knows, I want both of us to win, ladies and men to win. The difference is there's like freaking elevator, my bad, like kind of like, I call it an alligator is what I call it. That's the word. There's like a certain alligator that you latch onto, and whatever the path the alligator takes, you just jump on that motherfucker, and you believe that it's going to lead you to what you want. That's not how it goes, because if you do one without the other, then you got this problem, and if you take it with that other one, well, then you listen this. So it's just kind of like we're pointing the finger game at everybody, or like, well, they did this, where you're not taking accountability for picking what you picked. And the thing is, I'm not a perfect person. Like I said, I've done some stuff I'm not proud of, but also I haven't done really anything like to damage my reputation. That's what I haven't done. I haven't done that. And the thing is, even the small things eat me up, because you're right, I do let them, but I think that's necessary for me. And the reason why is because it lets me know where I screwed up, and I can't avoid that. Even if I mess up on my channel and I say something, I'll come out and say, guys, I do apologize for that. That was not right, and I should not have done that. Because that's not how I operate. I know how I roll. It would take a lot to get me to break my character in order to me to act like that. So whenever we have, so we have to be sensible when we have these conversations. But also the thing is, I don't want boys to have fucking Hercules like mentality, which I'll run something by y'all real quick. And just Kaya, this is why Walt Disney is alive. And Disney did not portray this man the way that he's actually portrayed. He killed his own family. He was a sex addict. He was an alcoholic. All those things. That's what and I'd say, listen, that's the actual myth of that guy. He's known for those labors, but what they don't talk about is the shit that he did. The thing is that gets misconstrued out of translation. You don't want your sons ending up like that. Just smashing a bunch of different girls, having a bunch of different babies by a bunch of different people. And those women are mentally scarred from that. But also, I do know they picked them in regards. Like I said, they got to, their trauma comes from being scarred from that man, but also telling them that that man's not good for them because, you know, I picked the wrong guy. When the other guy was right in front of me the whole time, well, you still won't pick him regardless because he's right there. But other than that,
well, who though?
Can I chime in?
Oh, go ahead.
Absolutely, Samson.
So I completely understand your philosophy on this matter. It is righteous. So I don't want you to think that like I have a bias against it in the sense of like who personally. All right. So the reality is it's not the righteous that runs the world, it's the wicked.
Right.
So they could, and they don't necessarily control every living detail, but they have a understand. We have to trust that there is a basic understanding of survivability across all boards, because the game's chess, not checkers. So they not only are they protecting their pieces, but they also have to make sure that the game continues. With that being said, the system that we have, as far as us as Black people, we have a tendency of looking at things with like the greatest good versus like the greatest evil, and then there's no real middle ground or balance between the two. And it gets real frustrating because now you're trying to solve an equation that has two solutions to it already. And it's like, but nobody wants to do the work to break it down to figure out how the process goes. So, in your sense, what you're saying works best for you, but for me, with my karma, that solution, even if I was to decide to go that route, I would be picked apart because of the type of people I've slept with, the type of people I've dealt with, and the life that I lived. And trust me, I've been through it. But the point is this, is that no matter what, I have to respect what type of animal I am in this world, because there's people that's different.
Yes,
so for you, that's your lane. Like you have the ability to make those choices. But I got a baby mama, I swear to God, if I put her in front of you, you were speaking that shit, she would look at you like lunch. But for me, when I look at her, she feels like lunch. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say like I'm more man than you because you check.
I feel you.
You control yours, but mine's it's a different. You gonna be like, I'm not gonna even deal with that. You get what I'm saying? And walk away. But for me, I'm built to deal with that. And to be honest, part of it's my fault and part of it is not. You get what I'm saying? Life deals with your cards. So when your solution says, hey, this person is this way and that person's that way, and the problem is that they ain't able to look at it this way, that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of people that's hurting the most, that's wishing at night for the things that you wish for them for, that you pray for them for. But they're incapable of getting it because the life that they're already set, their position that they set already it's already certified for them. They verified for that position. So like when I talk to my son or I talk to my daughter, I let them know what breed they come from. I'm like, look, like this isn't like, I don't want you to think the only reason why you're having conflict is because you're in defiance with who you are as a person. And I get it because you don't agree with the way your father handles things. Because my daughter is a pacifist. She will strike peace. She'll let somebody put a blow on her. Me, I have zero tolerance. Like zero. Like I'm the type of person that if you ask to fight, it's like, okay, well then that's all that's needed. But in order for me to raise my daughter right, I had to subjugate a part of myself that was comfortable with acts of violence in order to connect with her. You understand what I'm saying? So that's to say that even though I am who I am, that solution you provided is possible, but it comes at a real hefty price. And the thing about it is it may not even amount to something because she might not even think that you're being genuine. Or he might not think that you're being genuine because they know who you naturally are because they've been watching it. You're the first thing they saw. You're the first television show. You're the first reality show to them. So if you're showing something different, it's just like if Marvel started throwing Batman in the scene. You're just like, what the hell is this? So a lot of things come into equation into what you're saying. That's like, I don't want to say that it's misconstrued. It's just that that's your realm. You have that ability to see that. For me,
Wow.
it's not that easy. And
I
I'm
was about
only
to say
saying that
something like
for
this.
people. It's yeah, and it's and I'm not saying it as a personal note. I'm saying it because, like, one of the most toxic things like I'll ask a man or a woman is, all right, well, if you were sitting inside your house, right? Like just sitting inside your house for an entire year. You didn't go out to go socialize. You ain't go to get to nobody. You just sit on your phone. You go on social media, this, that, third. How many people would you meet in your life?
There
Me,
you
it's
go.
3. I mean, like, pussy would drop out the sky at least 3 times out the year for me without having to even leave my room. So that's to show you, like, how you connect with people matters. You get what I'm saying? So it's not even like, oh, a toxicity, like, oh, this person is looking at one other person and they don't, like, they skipping the other. It's attraction is a very powerful piece of the equation. And we negate those things because we always looking at our situations 20/20 hindsight. So it's very important to understand that everything that's a part of you is just as important as your 2 feet and 10 toes, just as important as your 2 hands and 10 fingers. Like, even if you go missing with one, you're still gonna miss it. You know, so it's very important to understand that part of it. Like, she's attracted to what she's attracted to.
Exactly.
Even if she wants what she wants, she's attracted to it, and it could be as simple as what I want and what I need is 2 different things. And I have the time to get what I want, and I worry about what I need later. And you'll see that in her life when you go to her house and her dishes ain't done. You see it in his life when you don't see his house personalized. That means that he's living for other people. You'll see that in the way people live and think.
Wow.
So, and you have to pay attention to those signs with who you're dealing with. But young people aren't taught that. They taught everything that happens outside of the house.
Exactly.
And that balance, that karma comes with, I only can have what you give me. And with that negotiation between people, there's always going to be room for manipulation because it's a marketplace at this point.
Exactly.
It's supply.
That is so true.
Hey, Sanford. I'm sorry, Miss Kyrie. I just want
No. That's all I wanted to say. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, Sanford.
What's up?
Me and you kind of we on the same path, man. I teach my daughter. My daughter's 16, and my son, he about to be 15 also. I teach them the game. I teach them about being mentally outthinking people. Because it's just like you said, it's a lot of sheep out here. And I always teach my son to be a wolf. You know, you gotta eat. Because these people will eat you alive. You can't walk this earth thinking that everybody gonna have the heart you have. Now, yes, you gotta be nice to people. Yes, you gotta treat people with respect. Yes, but you gotta watch folks, bro. And at the same time, sometimes you might have to manipulate a situation to get what you want out of a sucker. That's what grandma taught me. That's what granddaddy said. And that's what mom and daddy said. And that's why a lot of people got rich too. But you don't have to do people wrong. You don't have to be dirty or conniving or nothing like that. But there are certain situations where you run into fools. And I don't want my children to be the fool.
Nope.
At all. Because I wasn't a fool. I made some mistakes now, but I wasn't a fool. You know, and I see a lot of my people kind of, you know, I understand why certain women probably don't want to fuck with certain guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Some girls like dealing with guys that got a little edge to them, or they got some type of confidence in them. I understand. I got a partner, man, he walks in the room, all the women get him. I'm not intimidated by that. I never had that, but he got it. But guess what? This is how I look at it. He attracts all the women. I can holler at their friends. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta be the center of attention. My partner's the center of attention. I love it. I never had that. I would love to know how I feel to walk in the room and all the women want you, and you ain't gotta say nothing. I gotta get a woman with this right here with that mouthpiece.
Zoe, you had something to say?
But Sam, I like what you said though, man. I do too.
Right now.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I did, and you actually surprised me coming in with that. This is the first time I've been around you or even heard you speak, Samson. So I appreciate that you bringing that here to this platform, and very much so. I told you. So now I have to ask my question so I can get understand. How old are you?
I'm 35.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 19.
Oh, she's 19.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then is she your only child?
No, I got 3 kids.
And then what? You said a son. How old is your son?
I got a son that's 9 years old, and I got a son that's 3.
Oh, so 3 baby mamas.
Yep, all 3. Papa's a Rolling Stone.
I hear you. So I think you were talking about your daughter's mother when you was responding to Jay about like she would eat them alive if she.
No. I'm not. No,
you were just saying in general.
No, the second. Well, they all come from very tough situations in their life.
Oh.
Where they are built. I was just showing in the sense of not that she would eat him alive. I don't know that. I'm saying in the sense of if he was talking like that, like saying, "Hey, this is what I wish best," they would see it like, "Well, damn, that's something I can take." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take advantage of,
because they're going to see it as a resource.
Right.
Men like that, men that have that mindset, what I'm saying is, in his world, he won't have to face women like that because they don't usually mix. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to show the differentiation.
Okay.
If he was to find him, that's like finding yourself in an alleyway at 3:00 in the morning. I don't care. I'm big. I'm still not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to be out of not even just a disadvantage, but having to go through some shit that I don't even want to deal with.
Exactly.
So he's like that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what he's saying. He's like, well, why would I want to make a poor decision like that? I would want to take my time to make better decisions. I get that, but some people, the way they live life is going through it. You could try to avoid something all you want, but it's like the lesson that life got to give you. It's going to keep punching it to you until you got it.
Right.
Now, if you got parents that are powerful enough to control your environment enough for you to be able to go in a great direction, more power to you. Right. But there's not a lot of people that got that. There's more people that's in poverty than in middle class. So the odds is already stacked against you that if life was giving your ticket to be a baby to somebody, the odds of you going into a baby with somebody in poverty is higher than you being in middle class. So those chances is like, well, you gotta accept that truth at some point. Like, all right, this is my life. Now let me make the best of it. Now, if that leads you into a better situation, a more stable situation, like Michael Jordan or like Kobe or like Kyrie Irving, and you just become a basketball star or something like that, you was steered to that direction, then it makes sense that that outcome comes to you. But if you don't have somebody that's capable of doing that, like say for instance your parents died, or say for instance somebody like the first experience you have is with death, like you saw a body drop, or you see domestic violence as a baby or a kid, or you was considered a man in a house at 3 years old, then these mindsets is going to construct your reality. And in that sense, your brain can only function in the game that it was given. Right. So my game, like his game is for his. That's what I'm saying right now. Just to put it in a nutshell, his game is his, and whoever he relates to. But the world can't function on that. It's not going to make it a better place because there's going to be monsters waiting in the dark, ready to eat.
Damn right, me.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm that person. I'm just saying like I know, like my baby mama is a prime example. I mean, like when she talks, you think she's telling the truth. You wouldn't even know. She'll tell you a McChicken is $2, and you believe it. So it's like at the end of the day, what I'm saying is not to go against my baby moms because none of y'all know her. It's to give you a sense like her hunger. There's nothing righteous enough about you that's going to saturate.
McChicken might really be $2 right now, man. The inflation is serious.
You follow me? Like there's nothing that's going to saturate somebody's hunger. And if you got what they want to eat, then you got to be more protective of that. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like you got to be protective of that. So when you speak to your children, yeah, you could teach them those lessons, and that will teach them to avoid situations, and that's much more powerful. I wish I was taught that, but I wasn't. I was taught conflict resolution. You better be at least part of that equation. You don't want nobody making those decisions for you.
Exactly. Right. I'm taught that too.
So, go ahead, Brian.
Oh no, my mother and father, they always taught me the mental game, especially my father. But even with conflict resolution, he always told me, if you feel threatened, you got to take out that threat, and you need to come back home alive. And that's always, I just always had that mindset, just be smart on how I move, where I put myself in, who I hang with, and stuff like that. But even after I left my mother and my father and became an adult, I made stupid decisions. I ain't gonna lie, I knew better, but I just wanted to do it because I just want to see how it was, to live like that, or to live a life, outside what my mother and father taught me. And I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie, I liked it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like it.
You still do it though, right?
Not really. I'm older now. I'm a little older now. We
like just had a conversation before Samson came up here, right? Didn't we?
Oh, I still mess with women now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
saying, that's what I thought we were talking about.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, just living, just doing things that I shouldn't be doing. I don't too much do that no more.
Okay.
But even when you were mentioning about trauma, like I seen someone get killed at a young age, so that's why I'm kind of like, that's why a lot of things I don't have a lot of emotion towards situations like that. That's why a lot of stuff don't bother me and stuff. Just saying that, but I did go seek there. My mother, they did all that, but it's still, I don't take death as serious as most people.
Okay, so it's crazy that you say that because even like the way I express myself, the way that I am, things don't affect me like a lot of people. It really doesn't. And I don't even want to say it's the ER, but that's just my personality. I don't get emotional with death or different things that people feel so sentimental about. It's just not in me, and it never really has been. And so when you express that, maybe it's a little bit different because you have seen death or you have experienced these different things. What do you think about like someone like me who hasn't, and I still don't? I mean, some people would think like, a hard exterior or not able to be sympathetic or empathetic, which I am, but it's like, it doesn't affect me like that. It's like there's so much more. There's so much more in life. There's so much more. Yeah. And it's like, even with, I don't know, like even with death, it doesn't affect me the same way. It's like, okay, I understand, but it's okay. We got to keep living. We got to keep going and pushing forward. We got to keep, evolving and
exactly.
You got to bury the dead.
Evolve.
You don't got to bury the dead.
Yeah. That's my thing. Yeah. I agree with Kaya. The thing is, she's like what she just said, my favorite word, which nobody ever uses a lot. Evolve. You don't stay the same. You're supposed to evolve as a person. This is like with any book or any literature. All those cats that you talk about, nobody ever talks about Shakespeare, Napoleon, all those cats evolved. Literally. They changed the game in a certain way, but the thing is, we evolve with the times. We don't stay the same. Because I'll tell you this right now. If you think that everybody should just stay the same, then we might as well just get hit by an asteroid right now. Not bat an eye. And just be like, okay, whatever. Just let it hit. If you don't want to, combat the freaking, the progression of humanity, but also the age, the era. And that's the thing. I've always been a believer in the sense of like, well, and guys, when I say believer, I don't mean like a type of like cult, whatever. I'm talking about like just my own ideas, what I think.
Yeah.
Of what I think would probably happen. Now it may or may not, but the thing is, we are the ones that determine that. It can't come from the upper sky limit. That comes from us. That's what I get that's what I get to people when I tell them that. we have to be able to put the work forward, and also to bring, like I said, the coming of the new era, the new age. Our children are going to bring about that other age. That's when it's their time to shine. Like I said, yeah, we got to keep going, and that's the thing is, like, for Kai, I will say this too. I'm not really. See, the thing is, I'm not afraid of death so much, like, if it happens. But the thing is, I'm not actively trying to kill myself. So that's just
right.
That's the difference.
Oh, right.
That's the difference.
Right.
Yeah. Because I don't want people take Kai as what she says get mistranslated. Because I clearly knew what she was saying, and I know everybody here did. But somebody outside might be like thinking, "What does she mean? Like, I mean, we should just accept." Like, no.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, they misconstrue what I say. Yeah. It's just. I just I try to speak with more directness because I can, use a lot of words. And I do know this because I like to paint like this vision that I have in my head. And, I was listening to Jordan Peterson today. And I know, right? I actually wrote down what he said. It's like, it's not that I want to convince anybody of what I'm saying. I just want to be understood of what I'm saying. And then, so once I feel like I'm not understood, that's when the frustration comes in. And then I feel the need to say it again. I'm not saying it again to convince anyone. I just want to be understood. It's the thing.
Right. So, right. I get that. Samson, I do want to let you go, bro, but I will say this. I hear what you're saying, bro. Because like I said, I was putting the rest of my stuff in, and I heard what you were saying. And brother, I want to say the situation that you have been dealt and the thing that you're in right now, listen, some brothers couldn't take being in your position, but I will say I do respect you a lot for being in the position that you're in, to still be, you're a parent, correct, right? You're a parent?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got kids. All right, my man. 3?
Oh, okay. Yes, 3. Got a little one too.
Keep saying it's gonna multiply.
Oh shit! But no. But the thing is,
please don't.
The thing is, the one thing I like to hear, even if the relationship goes off the rails, I like to hear black men still being in their kids' life. That's all I really want to hear. Sometimes I do care about the health of the black man. I do care about all that shit. Please, I don't want nobody to get that twisted. I do give a damn. The thing is, I don't want I want my brothers to be in their kid's life, because to deny a kid a father is like one of the coolest things a person could ever do to someone. Yeah. And I'm not a fan. And listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I am not a fan of anybody using my seed, weaponizing my seed as a weapon against me. That shit ain't gonna never fucking happen. Because I've been around it enough as a kid to see what it freaking did to most people. Some people in my family and some people who didn't have it in my family. So I was just like, no, fuck that. That's just not gonna happen. Because no one's gonna weaponize my little boy, my little girl against me. Because once that child is out, I'm gonna let them know that their daddy got their back, and he there in their life. And that's probably best case scenario is that you co-parents if things go off the rail. That's the best case scenario. Yeah. I still don't like it, but the thing is, it's the best case scenario for you and that for your kid. Even though you want to show them like, yo, listen, this is how a man and a woman operate. They don't want to do it separately. Technically, I don't ever want to show them that. But the thing is, yeah, like you said, my situation or my experience might work for me. You're right on that case. Because I know other cats that it ain't working for. And, they make some good decisions. They make some bad decisions. And the thing is, I'm not chalking it up to like, well, that's what you get. I will never say that. I will never say that's what you get. I'm saying what you said about the cards being dealt to you. I do get that. I get that wholeheartedly. Like I said, I have a lot of brothers who are like, not single, more so single fathers, but hold on. No. The ball and all. The thing is, it's something that you gotta really take into account, and also, I know like I said, I know people who are parents that it's not the easiest thing for them. I do get that to a T. I get it. My brother has 5 kids with the same woman. How he managed to do all that is beyond my understanding. But how he was raised, he's former military, so he got some sense of discipline and strictness, structure to him to allow him to to do it. So, like I said, some people have like inherently some gifts or more so some leeway than others. They have a stick that holds them. And I think every man should have that personally, something that grounds you, some sense of like that can help you maintain all this. So brother, I do agree. I hear what you're saying, and I do agree with you. Yeah, the wicked are in charge. They always will be. until they die out completely. They, like I said, they have to completely die out and not, toxicate children. But the difference is there's still gonna be some implication of that toxicity they put in their kids. I know that. Please believe I do know that. They're gonna keep doing it because it's what they were taught. But I'll let you go, bro. I'll be right back.
So I wanted to address your question that you asked. So I have several friends that are psychiatrists. One of them used to work in a psych ward, and we used to always have conversations about the stuff that he talks to his patients. Of course, he doesn't tell me who the patient is, but he was struggling with ingesting all that they were divulging to him, and it gave him a scope of like what the world is like. I also have friends that worked in ER as well, and as a person that's dealt with a lot, I do a lot of coping mechanisms and meditations that allows me to continue moving normally, because it's like we all suffer. So when I say this, it's just for you to look into it. But it's something called emotional numbness. It's like a shock. So at some point when you was working, one day or another, it happened like a snap of a finger, where you saw something that you most likely did not accept. But that would be something that you would have to talk to through therapy. And when that happens, you got to run a protocol whether or not you're going to continue working or you're going to stop and walk away. I'm pretty sure you made a decision to keep working because you retired as a nurse. But working in the ER, seeing the trauma, like people's legs, body parts, so forth, it's not normal for you to be okay after that.
It's not?
No, not even. So
Why?
Because naturally, as a human being, one of the things that we do is we relate ourselves to the situation. It's not something
Right.
we can control. So that's why when you see something, it bothers you because your body and your mind is reacting to it because it relates to it. Like it sees an arm and knows it has an arm. It sees an eye, you know you have an eye. That's why when people get punched in the stomach, they hold their stomach. When people get punched in the face, they hold where they got hit in the face. It's a natural occurrence. So, but it's also natural for you to say, hey, working is more important. This is my job. Let me continue to be working. That's a strength that you have. But it's emotional numbness is a form of PTSD. So, because you're going through a trauma and the only way that you're dealing with it is emotional numbness. Like you're saying, all right, this is not more important than what I'm doing. I'm not associated with what happened. It has nothing to do with me, but you still experience seeing it. You still connected with it. So it's better just to go and talk to somebody about it. And
but okay, I hear you. And I'm sorry to cut you off. I never even I don't even how do I say, like from the very beginning, I don't take it home with me. I don't carry it.
There's no such thing. So whatever you experience in life is written in stone. How you deal with it, right? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you managed it, but it's not like a piece of cake. Feelings and emotions is not that. Like your body still experienced it. No matter what. So if you put it to the side, that's just a feeling or an emotion that you put to the side. Let's put it this way. Okay. Say for instance, if me and you was together, you tell me you hungry. Now, I could have two choices. I could decide to put your hunger to the side and go about my day and get something for myself to eat. It would do what to you if I was to do that?
I would go get myself something to eat then.
But would you be upset? Would you be upset with me that I did not meet your expectations?
Was I telling you I was hungry because I wanted you to, or was we just? It depends. It's hard for me to.
No. You see, that's what I'm trying to show you. You see how you just did that form of thinking?
Yeah.
That's the same way that's the same method that you would deal with trauma.
Yeah, I think everything through like that.
Yeah, so that's why it's comfortable for you, but it's still no matter what, it's still trauma. Everybody deals with it differently, but it's still trauma. Meaning that if you get hit in the face, it's still a hit in the face.
Yeah.
Regardless of you the type of person to walk away or fight, you still got hit in the face. So the things that you experience is the the most healthiest manner, even though you feel like you handled it well, is to go talk to somebody to unload it so that you don't have to continue holding it for yourself because it's still with you.
How do you, okay, so what is the sign that, what makes you think that I'm holding it? Because I really don't feel, I don't think that I am at all, or even carrying it. Because
So,
okay.
To answer your question is to say, because of that question that you asked, even though it's just a glimmer, it's still light within to what's going on inside of you. If you was convicted to your emotions and your feelings, that question would never exist. But the question still resides there. It's still important to have that question because questions is a way for people to find understanding in you while you trying to find understanding in yourself. Unless you was just asking the question because you had nothing, like unless it was just like, hey, you know what, this is going to be a talking point for today. But I felt like that question was meant for you to get an answer for, correct? I could be completely wrong, but
no. You're intriguing me now. I'm very much intrigued because I have made that statement before, and when I brought it up just now, it was in a sense to where I was thinking like how people respond to things, and I think like, gosh, they're emotion, they're so emotional, or I don't respond that way. I was thinking that like I don't see it that way, like death or when my mom passed away, because I see it as I know where she went. I know that she's happier because of her. She accepted Christ as her Lord and Savior. So I have assurance in that. And then that's more so what I was relaying it to. But when you say these other things, I have like said to myself, I'm not an emotional person. I've never have been. I'm kind of like, okay, I'll hear, and other people be like, oh my God. That's just not me. It's not, oh my God, to me, because I don't know. It's like, I think what I really think is like, well, it already happened. There's nothing that, and I do think it through like that. There's nothing that could be done. Okay, let's fix the problem. And then let's keep it pushing, kind of thing.
But do you deal with it by yourself, or did you always have somebody that you could confide in while you go through those things?
Why go through what? I don't.
No matter what, it's a process. So you just explained the process. It's something happened to spark that process, right?
Yes.
So even though if you see it small, it's still something that happened.
I don't talk. No, it's just me. I'm only child, and I've always like, okay, so like here I share on my channel all the time, like the way I got to where I am now. I was put out of my mom's house at 18 and didn't have any foundation of no foundation. Let's just put it that way, of what being an adult is about and going forward. Life experience has raised me my whole life. Right. Life experience. That's how I got to where I am now. And I also share my faith. My faith in Christ came very early at 9 years old. And he's quite vividly, tangibly, audibly has been there for me my whole life. And so that's been what I've relied on my whole entire life through all of the experience. And yes, I made some choices, that weren't very good, but they were all learning experiences. And that is what created me to what I am today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't, okay, that's well spoken. And so you have pillars in your life that support you with every decision that you make. So when you're facing a problem, it's you have a process that puts you in a position to continue being you, right? That's
my faith.
Yes. So I just want to make sure that you know that I understand what you're saying.
Right, yes, I think so. You do.
All right. So okay, then so then it wouldn't apply to you because you already have a process religiously that allows you to keep moving forward.
Yes, yes, absolutely. But you were intriguing me with what you were saying because not that I have questioned me, but I question like other people. To me, it looks very unstable, a lot of responses to things. You know what I mean? And then that is what I when I look at that, like that is not beneficial. It to me, and it's not getting you, it's not productive. And so that's where my, like, I don't want to say disconnect because it's not a disconnect, but I just see a more productive way to get through it.
So I get what you're saying, and I'll respond by saying this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all about productivity. Sometimes it's just about the experience.
Exactly.
If people going through something, they're going to go through it full-heartedly. As long as they don't lose themselves or they find themselves broken or they get bad advice, them going through that process is the best way that they could possibly go through it. And so let me guess, are you like a Pisces or a Taurus?
Neither.
Neither. Then what are you? What sign are you?
I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo? Really? All right. So you definitely got a bottle in there. I'm gonna guarantee that.
What's a bottle? What do you mean by that?
Like you have a space to put everything at. Like you have a place. Like, all right, if I go through something, it's nicely labeled, and it's like, hey.
Oh yes.
Right. So
everything has its place. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're going through, so it makes sense. So when I say still stands, it's just that you're just structured and labeled all of it. But if somebody was labeled to be your husband and they was to start breaking into that room, because they have to break into it, Virgo, is going to be a problem, because if he misplaces even one of those bottles, you're going to kick his ass out.
No, not necessarily. Yes. No, because he'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together.
Because I was thinking when you said productivity, that's what threw me off, and I was like, "Oh, that's the Taurus thing." But once you said Virgo, I was like, "Productivity isn't what she was trying to say. It's perfection."
Perfectionist, yeah. But see, I tried to get away from perfectionist because in college, I seen it so, and it ran my life.
Right.
Being a perfect, and I had to consciously get away from that. That's how bad it was.
But obviously you replaced the word, but I was still able to identify that's what you meant.
But I do expect, yes, everything, yes, to what you're saying. But going back to my example as well is, I didn't mean like in the short term. And I guess I should have added on, living in that moment is the problem for me. Like I could be sympathetic and empathetic with you through the moment and, for a time after. So I should have added on, it's what gets me is the living in that moment and revisiting and revisit. That's where I get the disconnect. I'm like, wait, hold up. I can't keep doing this.
Right. No, I feel exactly the same way. But the thing about it is I've had friends that continues to do the same thing, and some friends who are actually making an effort to break away from what they're going through, which is like the endless loop.
Yes.
So that is always like, therapy is always the best methodology to handling that situation, because there's no structure in what they're going through. So there's no beginning or an end for them. They just know the moment. So what therapy allows a person to do is to say, all right, I can't tell you that you personally made me feel this way, and you're the reason why. Or I can't tell you that you're misconstruing what I said, because you've written down what I've told you, and you've also showed that you understand what I'm saying first before you even put any input, or you allow me to figure out the input myself. So a lot of times what it sounds like is you're taking responsibility for other situations that really don't have nothing. Like you're not equipped to deal with it. So your observation is always going to be biased, because it's more like, well, I don't deal with this shit. Right. So you only got but 10 minutes to deal with it because I love you. And it's not fair to that person. Maybe you might be the type of person that could take that 10 minutes and say, look, let me direct you here. And when you're ready to use it, here goes the card. Save the number and we can move on. That way you can still love that person without feeling like they're your responsibility.
100%. 100%. Oh my gosh. You, Samson, you might be my third husband if you wasn't so young. But look, I want to go back to what 2 Cent said here. I totally agree with her when she said, at Samson, no disrespect at all. Actually, a compliment. Your voice is very mature and regal. No way I'll think that you, I think you're 34 based on your voice. I was really, when I asked you that, I couldn't believe you said 34 as well. I was thinking maybe 44,
Really?
not by looks or anything. Slow down. Not by looks or anything, but the way, like, you're even just carrying yourself, like just having that conversation with me right now. I mean, no, I want to say the way you hit it on the head with me, and in receiving and understanding what I just said. No one, I want to say, I can't think of anyone that has got it so directly the way you just did right now. And that is so true of me. It really is. And it feels good, like what I just mentioned about Jordan Peterson. It felt good to be heard, you know, that I was understood.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the, I don't know, it's just a really good feeling, like, you know, yeah, you got it. You got it 100%. Hey, Zoe, you dropped the kiddos off?
Yeah.
I gotta go to work. It was great.
Oh, you make sure you come back. I hope you come back.
I already subscribed. Yeah. So
okay, awesome. I'll be back live again tonight.
All right, definitely.
All right, you have a great day at work.
You too. Bye.
Thanks for coming over. So what's up, Zoe?
Not much. Day got started.
So are you're at work as well, or where are you at?
Oh, I work from home, but I just had to earlier yoga, wash up, clean up a little bit, and then take my niece and nephew to school.
So you did yoga this morning?
Yeah, every morning.
You do that every morning? For about how long?
As I'm getting up, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Depends on how long I want to hold the stretches.
That is really good. I tried yoga, which it actually is way harder than it appears when you first doing it. And I can see how that is really like a muscle workout, you know, holding those poses and even getting into them and stuff. Yeah, I can appreciate
the way I think about it, it's like like when you hold yourself in certain positions and your muscles start to stretch to those positions, and then when you walk regular, you feel like your back is straighter, you feel like your posture is better. There's something going on there where it's like you're like I sit down a lot at a computer, so it's like I'm sitting here, and if you're spending 8 hours doing this, then your body's used to this instead of being active.
Right.
So you have to do something in the beginning of the day to take care of that, and sometimes at night.
That's what B9, he was hanging out here with me, and you know, like people know, I go a long time with my lives. And he had even mentioned to me, he's like, Kai, you know what? You need to start taking a break, like not getting off your live maybe, but, you know, turn off your camera and maybe walking around and stretching or doing something. And I said, B9, you know what? You're absolutely right, because I wasn't thinking of it. And even though, you know, got a back massager and I tried to call myself sitting up and buy the chair and adjust, but I was like, you're absolutely right. And I thanked him for that. But it is so true. And I think just from you saying that yoga, I need to, that would be good to reincorporate back into my life. Just like you say, you do 10 minutes and, you know, you could do it here, you could do it before or after, during. So yeah, that's a cool deal.
I'm not no master. I only got like 5 or 6 poses, and those are just the ones I found out that like men help men the most or whatever. So all that extra upside down stuff, nah, not my cup of tea.
You don't do everything like on your fingertips and hold your whole body weight up.
I practice, but I'm not no expert.
Sherelle, you gonna come up? It's just me and Zoe right now. Everybody else then left off. I'm not sure how much longer Zoe. Oh, I gotta wake up with daughter. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I got another like 45 minutes. If you're going to come up, Sherelle, and have some conversation with us. So, Zoe, can I ask you, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, like you work from home, you said.
IT related, and then I'm also in the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's you know what, I've been hearing a lot, like guys on here talking about IT, and that there's not enough. There should be. They wish it was more Black people into IT and stuff like that. But I was about to say, it seemed like I hear it all the time, but I think it's because it's on the YouTube. Because if you're in IT, you can be in this space, you know, because you're on a computer and that's kind of your life and stuff. So forget what I was about to say about that, but that's good.
I mean, it helps because I like to travel a lot, and then I do travel a lot, and then it helps me be able to move the way I want. It helps me move the way I want to move, but it also helps me live outside of just a regular lifestyle. Like I've never had a regular lifestyle, and it helps me not like stay outside of that.
That's good. There's someone behind you. That's
my brother.
Oh, it is. That's really good. Hi, brother.
Why are you trying to talk to my brother?
Oh, okay. Hi, he in IT too?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh yeah, you guys look alike. Mm-hmm.
You think we look alike?
Well, same nose. I don't know. I got to see him more close, you know. But both of y'all handsome brothers, so there you go.
You try. He takes after me.
He takes after you, the older one.
No, he's the older one.
Oh yes.
He's about 35 with 3 kids.
Yeah.
I made sure she forgot about that. That was Samson. Samson's 34 with 3. Hey, Sherelle.
Hey, y'all. I went to sleep on y'all.
Did you? Because I was like, where's Sherelle at? She ain't even up here yet. It's all good.
Oh, snap, you're right.
So you don't have any kids, huh?
No. The kids get off of school. The kids get off of school at 2:30.
How old are you, Zoe?
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
You gonna ask for Sherelle?
I'm asking for me. I'm nosy. Sherelle can ask for herself. You're 32?
Yeah. I do gotta leave in like 10 minutes,
apart.
but yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, I'm 32 and we just a few years apart.
How tall are you?
You're putting me through the
you don't have to answer nothing you don't want. So if you come over to I don't think this is your second time over here, right? I think you've been over here once before.
I'll be in the chat, like over here, so I don't always come up on the. I don't always come up on.
You should know how nosy I am and how many questions I ask.
I do.
Why are you acting brand new? You know this what I do.
Because you've asked me before, like Sherelle have asked me before, and then on top of that, I'm very, very, very big on like reciprocation. So I look for you to give me something if you want to find out something. Or if you're willing to, at least being willing to.
So you must be talking to Sherelle there because I put all of my business out there. I put everything out there.
What happened, Sherelle?
There's somebody over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's my brother.
Oh. I didn't know if you knew or not. Shit. Thought the killer was coming.
Oh no, he was already talking. He was all on the camera and everything.
Cool. Well, what you want to know about Kaya? All Kaya asked you was, that's crazy though. You be like,
next show's at 8:00.
Short. If you short and tall, you be like, that's too much information.
Volunteer something first. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying I don't want to tell you. I'm just saying volunteer something.
I talk about how tall I was.
Like I'll say, for example, for me, when I approach somebody, my name is, what's your name? I give my name first, and if you give your name or not, then an exchange begins.
Your name not Zoto.
It is now.
You changed your name to Zoe?
Nah. People call me that.
That's what I'm saying.
You are.
Your name not Zoe. You know me and Kaya real name.
True. Okay, so I'll give you my height. I'm 5'11".
Every man that said they 5'11" is really 5'7".
I'd be lying saying I'm 6 feet, so I'm really 5'11".
Oh, okay. So 6 feet is your lie. That's what they say. They say the most common thing for a short man to say is 5'11".
I don't know how they could pull that off.
They tried. I'm 5'1", and this guy told me he was 5'10" or 5'11". And then we went out and met in person. I said, "You a lie." I said, "I know what that high that is."
And you know something, they could get away with it with short girls because like short girls will be like, yeah, my guy's like 6 feet tall. And then I meet the guy and me and the guy is the same height. And I'm just like, sis,
The only
I know
girls
you
that care that I'm
4'9",
not
but
6 foot, the only girls that care that I'm not 6 foot are girls that are like 5'9".
yeah, the 5'9"
They're the
and the
only
6
ones.
footers. I don't know. I'm
They
the
got
shortest
somebody
person
that
in
can
my
see.
family, so I kind of know what tall looks like in the first place. So all my cousins, my brothers and stuff, they all 6 feet. They range from like 6 feet to 6'5", 6'6". So I come from a tall family, so I'll be knowing like just off the bat if you really your height.
Your kids will be NBA players.
No.
Why you ain't come on camera?
For what?
You said you was going to. You said you was gonna keep your word too.
I know, right?
You sure did.
That was before I fell asleep. That was yesterday, technically, because I fell asleep.
No, it wasn't
When
yesterday.
I woke up, it
I
was
knew
like
you was
a
gonna
new
come with.
day.
I knew you was gonna come with the excuses. I knew.
I
That's why I asked if you was gonna keep your word.
cammed up all the time.
Yeah, not for me though.
I cam up all the time.
The life we live, I thought
It'd
it
be
was
better.
something
It'd be better for me
special.
to cam up at home when I got the lighting and a computer. Like camming up on the phone, too much be going on.
From what I remember you being pretty, I feel like it does not make a difference for you. I feel like you just want to be as pretty as you want to be versus your natural self, which is more appreciated by people like me.
What you mean?
Like however you look natural, whatever. I think what Kevin Samuels was saying, fresh faced out the shower. That's like that. I appreciate that more so
I
than
thought
being
my
made
first
up.
time camming up, I cammed up natural.
Was that the time that I seen you?
No, I don't know because I cammed up first on Anton's show, and I was natural. I did my interview natural. Like majority of the times I cammed up, it was natural because I'm usually natural for the most part. Now we are not about to have a conversation. Come on, give me a real topic, y'all. We're not about to talk about me camming up.
All you gotta do is I came up for like 2 seconds, like you said. If you kept your word, the conversation wouldn't even have to happen.
I mean, what is 2 seconds?
Oh, I want more than that, but
I know that's what it's gonna turn. You're gonna be like, oh, just stay cammed up. That's how it be.
I feel you.
I need to get a better camera thingy. Cause my camera is so trash. Kaya, how old are your kids?
My son is 17 and my daughter is 14.
Where my boots at?
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Kids, girl.
Kids, girl.
My nephew just made 18 last year. I was just so flabbergasted because I have a lot of nieces and nephews, but he was like my first baby. You know, he was in my sister's stomach, you know?
Yeah.
Like all the rest of them are pretty much older than me or around the same age, or I was a baby when they was born, but like I changed his diapers. You know what I'm saying? Like I was his auntie. Like I got to change his diapers and feed him bottles. So to see him turn 18, it's like it was just like, oh, I was just crying. I was just like, oh, time just flies. Because I just remember holding you in my arms. Like, you know, you was just such this little baby and now you're a grown man. It's like weird.
How's work going with you, Sherelle?
Good. Good as it gets.
Did you have a nice break from the internet and YouTube and stuff? How was that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's I did first it was just like a regular break from the internet, and it was kind of just spending time with my family because my niece she's like into anime. She wants me to pay attention to her anime or whatever, but they always like, oh, I'm always on YouTube. So, but then I got caught up in the damn Instagram lives in New Orleans with all the drama. And,
what?
Because the man be on that, he be like, "We gonna wrestle today." That's what it is, right? Like when you bring your drama to his page, he called it wrestling, but some little kids had wound up breaking into his car because that's what they're doing in New Orleans right now. And he caught him on camera and called the police on him, right? And so he recorded all of it. He was like, "This the video," and he was pointing at the people. So the little girl mama got mad. It was like, "You was gonna get my child killed, calling the police on my child." And he like, "Your child was stealing, and I'm going to the DA office. You guys to know that," you know. So I got wrapped up in that, and then I did a real fast, like away from everything, and just made some changes, adjustments. I did a 7-day water fast, for just like spiritual cleanse and stuff like that or whatever. And then,
how did that go? Was it harder or easier than you thought it would be?
I do them all the time. I try to do once a month, really, because I feel like every first of the month is a first, right? Okay. So it's like, you know, sometimes we come into the new year, we like, oh, it's January 1st. We're about to get everything done. We're going to the gym this year. We're going to get this accomplished and that accomplished. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's December, and then it's January 1st again.
Right.
Right. So what I started doing was every first is a new first. So wherever I dropped the ball last month, I get to pick it up on the first because it's a new first. It's February 1st. It's a new first in a new month. So, you know, I balance everything in quarters. So, you know, 7 is the number for God. So you just fast, you pray for the strength to fast, because Jesus Christ, it become easy because I'm a trained faster. I wouldn't acknowledge anybody else to do it or whatever, but you know, you just get through the 7 days. You cut like everything secular out, to be honest, and then it's just like basically like you listen to whatever spiritual advisor you have. You read your Bible or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody don't subscribe to the same religion, but whatever like religious orthodox you read or whatever piece you think, if you're a chakra person, a meditating person, you just do that. You see what I'm saying? Every day you wake up, you pray, you meditate, you read. Like you can listen to like gospel music and stuff like that, but you can't listen to nothing secular, no, like, and you have to cut everything out. So like my phone is on do not disturb. It's only like maybe 5 or 6 people that can actually break through my phone with a call. And it's like I know that they're not gonna call on bullshit. They got something important if they do call. So you don't want nothing, like you don't want your phone ringing and somebody like, "Girl, I got tea," you know what I'm saying? Like blase, this one cheating on this. Like you don't need none of that, right? So all your friends, you know, that bring something negative in your life, you gotta block it out, because you have to like just stay in tune for them 7 days. You know what I'm saying? So it be good. Like you just be so refreshed. You can manifest things better. You just feel like you could tackle the world, you know? So
that's good. Yeah. So you do that every first of the month, you fast for 7 days.
Yeah. And if I miss the first of the month, because in January I usually do it on the first of the month. My goddaughter, her birthday's on the 6th. So I know that I always usually have to cut my fast because her birthday's on the 6th. So I do it the second week now. Oh, so like after the 7th, I'll do it that week. February, it will be easy for me to do it on the 1st. My birthday is on the 3rd, and my brother's birthday is on the 1st of October.
So your birthday's today?
No, my birthday's on October 3rd. So it's like, you know, those days where, those months where I know that there's gonna be something going on in that first week, I won't do it the first week. But it doesn't necessarily mean you have to start, you know, because a lot of times people wait and they procrastinate and they feel like, well, I'm gonna start Monday because Monday is the day to start, right? It's like if you miss Monday, start Tuesday. Don't wait until next Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gotta start on Thursday, start on Thursday. Don't wait. Like, oh, it's Thursday. I'm just wait for the weekend and then Monday, because Monday never comes at that point.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, even if you just go, like if you make it to the 15th of the month and you like, dang, I ain't fast. You fast tomorrow. The next day, just start getting it done. Just handle it. So
yeah, I incorporated IF, intermittent fasting, as a lifestyle change. And so I do like 20 hours fast and 4 hours a meal. You know, you can do 2 or 1. Yeah, I do 20 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing IF for like 4 years, but I do OMAD. So I do one meal a day. Only because with the trucking lifestyle, it's just like I drive so much, I really only get a chance to eat once a day. unless I'm like snacking all throughout the day, and that just means I gotta stop and use the bathroom.
That's what happened with me with nursing. And Zoe asked how long you've been doing the real fast.
What do you mean?
I think he means the 1 week, the 7 day.
3 years. 3 years.
3 years.
I've been able to do 7-day water fast, and the longest one I've ever done is a 30-day water fast.
Oh, really? That's amazing to me.
That one almost killed me, but I survived.
But I had to start doing that because when I came out, I stopped working as a nurse, working night shift and all those hours and stuff. I have a life, the way I eat, I'm like a grazer, which is the worst way to eat. Like I just snack all day long. I wasn't eating a meal, and then if I decide to eat a meal, I get super full, even if I eat a little bit. So when I finally realized why I wasn't losing weight and really not an eater at all, and then I discovered the intermittent fasting from Dr. Berg's, and I did a lot of research.
I love Dr. Berg.
I know, right? Yeah, yes. I learned so much from him, and then that's what helps me. Is Zoe talking to us? What'd you say, Zoe?
That man is very useful.
Yeah,
Dr. Berg, huh?
Dr. Berg, yeah. And then what works for me, like I was when I was talking to Samson, it really works for me if I understand something and understand how it works. I can stick to it. I know what I'm doing. And then if I do make a mistake or lack in something, I know how to bring myself right back because I understand it. I'm not just doing it to do it. But yeah, I just found out about not even a month ago or so. And it was easy for me to go straight for the 20 hours, 20 hours fasting and the 4 hours because night shift, I can be up all night, and like be on here or do anything and not eat. And then, I eat the one meal and I'm good because I'm full and then just a mindset. Okay, 20 hours. I just stay focused on the next time I can eat. And then I can have coffee, coffee or tea, as long as you don't have sugar to spark that insulin, reaction. And so since I understand that, yeah, I have me some coffee, get that little caffeine jerk, and I'm good to go. So I just started that. So I'm excited
my
about
best friend when I was doing it. I told her about it because every time you learn something new, you want to tell other people. And my best friend, she like if I do something, I always do it to 100%. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm an overachiever. But whatever I do, she'll at least do 50%. You see what I'm saying? Because I've been cutting things off each year, like every year. So like 2 years ago, I used to drink root beers. Like I was addicted to root beers. Like I could drink root beers all day. So I was just like, I don't want to drink root beer. Like I don't want to drink cold drinks because that's what we call them in New Orleans. Y'all would call them like soda and stuff. But
yeah, we call them soda.
I was like, I don't want to drink cold drinks no more. So I stopped drinking cold drinks altogether. Like I just stopped. It's been 2 years now. So, and like I started drinking more juice and stuff like that. And then my best friend, she drank cold drinks still, but then she started drinking more juice. So that the next year I cut out all drinks with sugar in it, right? I was like, I'm not drinking calories or carbs ever again. Like I'm just drinking water. That's it. So last year I spent the whole entire year just drinking water, and I'm continuing it this year. So like she drinks more water. You see what I'm saying? Like when we at the restaurant, like I always say water with lemon. Like everybody knows, bring me water, bring me a lot of lemon. And and she instead of her, because we used to just get cold drinks and stuff, like she'll get water with lemon too. Like now, you see what I'm saying? Like so when I started her on the fast, even though I do OMAD, like I put her on like the 16 and 8, and she did good on the 16 and 8. But that was like 2 years ago. So this year, she just completed a 48-hour fast. So she fasted for the weekend. She did a water fast for the weekend. So I'm like so proud of her because I'm just
that's good.
Everybody doesn't move at your pace.
Right.
I just love to see, like, I wanted her to drive trucks when I went to go drive trucks and get my thing or whatever, but she didn't. And I know sometimes I'm like pushy, like I want you to do this or this or whatever. But it's like it's like 4 years later now, and she's thinking of, she's gonna get her license tomorrow, and she's starting to look for schools, and she wants to drive CDLs. She want to get her CDLs too.
Good. So it's you're a good influence on her.
Yes, I'm the one that convinced her not to have nobody baby unless you get married and you financially straight and everything. So like, I be letting my best friend know, and she just, she older than me or whatever, but like she just like, right? She just be like, like I like anybody that's around me, like I'm just gonna elevate your mindset. I'm just gonna make you look at things different, because it's like we trying to win. You see what I'm saying? Like we win. That's what we do. We win, and like. We're going to take what we got. We're going to work with that, and we're going to keep on winning. So
that's really good. I'm proud of you. Every time I hear you talk, I really enjoy it. And the things that you're doing, it's really good. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. Trash Can Waves is here. Salute, Sherelle. Oh, wait. There we go. I wonder who is what is that? A brother of a certain age. Are you a nurse as well? Is that what I'm hearing? Brianna, I had to look that but I agree now that what I know what it is. Okay.
Trash Can be getting them views. I saw him.
Trash Can, I be liking him. He be over there talking some real stuff, and he be coming over, have the videos, have the receipt, and shoot, I be learning a lot over there from Trash Can. This politics stuff, I never been into it. Really deep or understand it, but all this stuff he'd be over there talking to, I'm like, okay, he done did his research and, enlighten you and stuff. So yeah, I enjoy listening to him. He'd be serious with his stuff. But yeah.
This YouTube space, I'm not gonna lie, I learned a lot from YouTube. Some people are just retarded on YouTube.
Girl, some.
I just be like, oh my God, they so retarded. Like, I'm just like, what? Girl. But I don't know, like, we really created a community here. And like the abundance of love, like, I know when I left, like, I just wanted to let everybody know I was leaving, because I didn't just want to, in this space, when you stop showing up in people's lives, they think it's beef. So I had to let people know, I'm about to take a break or whatever. But when I did come back, like, it was just like my name was just glowing. Everybody was just so happy. And I was just like, yeah, these my people. Like, yeah. Good morning, Jenny. Yeah, YouTube is crazy. The craziest thing is I was in a whole different sector of YouTube, and one of my fans.
Wow.
One of my fans introduced me to the Lapeef group. And that's how I get here. That's because from Lapeef, and then King, and then Anton, and then it's like all of these other spaces is like, you meet people, they show up on different panels, and you get to meet everything. And that's how I kind of get into this realm. But it was literally because I was way somewhere else. Like, I would have never came across this stuff. Like,
really? What was you at before?
Trucking president.
Oh, okay.
So like, just trucking. I'm big in the trucking atmosphere. So, and the page that I was on, it's really big. So it's like, he's a trucker too. So we would talk about different things, and if if we have an argument, we would try to hash out our argument to see who was going to be on our side of the Lapeef group. And I used to be like, why are these people always on his side? And then I realized that this is Manosphere. This is how I get introduced to Manosphere and all of this extra shit. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, a brother of a certain age, I hope you subbed here as well. I hope so. If you like what's going on over here, can you guys, Sherelle, you guys talk for a minute. I need to go start waking up my daughter real quick. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay.
What's up, Zoe?
Why
you look like you're in the streets, though?
I'm in the street right now.
Huh?
I'm in the street right now.
What you doing in the street?
I'm out and about.
It's cold.
Getting my tire changed. Yeah.
It's cold.
It's
like how cold?
Like 41 degrees.
is not cold.
I mean, all I got is my hoodie on right now. For real, this is hoodie weather. I came here from Minnesota, and it's like negative out there, so it's technically cold. It's not really cold. It's been colder. What's the temperature where you at?
25.
Huh?
25, and it's snowing. Like the heater is on, and it's still cold.
Oh, damn, that's a broken heater.
I don't know, because the heater kind of blowing cold air, and I don't really want to be too hot, so it's kind of serving its purpose.
That's your medium?
Like, I know I got it on the highest thing, but for whatever reason, that motherfucker blowing hot air and cold air. I don't know. So the heater must be something wrong with it, unless I'm just catching like insulation from the window.
You
like
in
a
your
lack
truck?
of insulation. Nope. I'm at a hotel.
Oh, damn, one of them shitty joints, like Hampton Inn?
It's something in. It's a Quality Suites or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. It ain't too shabby. Compliment to the company, baby.
True.
It ain't too. It's just somewhere because the truck in the shop right now, so it's just somewhere to be. But I'm ready to go. They gonna put me on a flight. If this truck don't hurry up and get
Drive
finished.
places for them to fly you back? That's not convenient. You drive places for them to fly you back? That's not convenient.
I mean, that's not how shit works. You're supposed to drive everywhere, but you can fly away if you need to go somewhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't fly you back. You fly your damn self back. They don't do shit for you, but pay you when you work. That's all they're gonna do.
I like what you were saying earlier when you said before, and I feel like I can tell it about you when it's arguing. You said.
Wait, what you said? I said what?
I'm trying to remember. I want to say it the right way. You said you try to be the person among your friends that show them something new or try to make them. Oh shit! Hold on a second. Ain't God one? No, I got one. No, there's not one. I want to do this with Alex.
Oh, I was saying like I'm the
But that
person
wasn't
in the group that elevates my friends, so I elevate everybody that's around me.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah, I just
I
elevate
like
their
that
thinking.
mentality.
I'm the mom of friend. But
Hold on
I
a
don't know,
second.
sometimes it's harder though. Look, I'm hosting. I'm basically hosting the show by myself. So like, what's up? Like, I ain't never hosted a show. I feel like who Jordan Peterson is. Oh, Jordan Peterson, that man that be like, Beta. That has to be him. That has to be Jordan Peterson. The man with the what y'all want to know, Trash Can? Oh, y'all got me missing the morning show.
I see. Looks like, yeah, and it's Black History Month. We might as well be, bro.
Confessions of a Female Trucker. It was late one night. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to confess. I'm boring. All I do is work. Jenny, I went to truck driving school at 22. So I started driving trucks at 22. I got solo. When I got solo, I was 23. So 22, 23. 22. I got behind the truck first time. I was 22 and I was scared. Okay, I was like, I couldn't even drive it. I couldn't back in a straight line. You hear me? I couldn't back in a straight line. Like, y'all may think it sounds crazy. Y'all probably like, back in a straight line. Yes, it's called straight line backing. Okay, and it was the hardest thing for me, like ever. Okay, because it's like you got to turn a 18-wheeler wheel the opposite way. Like, you know how you want to go back to the left in your car? You turn left. In the 18-wheeler, you got to turn right. Because whatever way you turn, the trailer going to turn the opposite way. So I couldn't back for nothing. And I was so scared, but I made it. I made it, but I was 22. What do you think about the truck driver that almost got 100 years? I feel sorry for him because I think like that was just obsessive as fuck. Because it's easy to say, like, it's just like when the police officers shoot people. Bad analogy, but still, like, it's easy to say that police are scary or they're always on guard, but like they fucking got a dangerous job. What do you do? Or like on Set It Off when Frankie said, like, what the fuck do you do? What's the procedure when you got a gun to your head? You don't know. So what's the procedure when you coming out of a mountain and your brakes is burning out and you can't stop your truck? What's the procedure? Like, I've been down Cabbage Patch with no brakes. And literally by the time I got to the bottom, thank you, Lord, okay? By his grace and mercy, I got to the bottom. I had to stop. I had to stop my truck and sit my truck down for an hour for my brakes to cool off because my brakes were actually smoking. And like my brakes was about to catch on fire because my Jakes it malfunctioned in the middle of me going down a dangerous hill. Like, that hill is steep. Plenty of people die up there. Like, it's mandatory chainings when it's chaining season. It's like I know he didn't mean to. Like, I feel like people sometimes they mean to do stuff and they don't get that much time. Like, that man didn't mean to hit them people. Like, it's a hard job. Like, I feel bad for him. I hope somebody try to work and like help him get that fixed because 100 years, that's obsessed. Like, and he's so young. He's so young. And I get it. You can't change the lives, but I just feel like a bunch of rich white kids always get into accidents. They be killing people and stuff like that. And the judge just be letting it go. They don't get no time or they get probation for DUIs. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't on no drugs or nothing like that. So it's just like, why you can't just chill and, let the man rock? I don't know. I'm not saying he shouldn't have got no time. Don't get me wrong. But, not 100 years. That's a fucking lot of years. Like, I don't know, like 100 years, like, that's just obsessive. Like, I wouldn't want to live. Just give me the death penalty. I do not want to sit in nobody's cell for no 100 years for a fucking mistake. It was a mistake. And I get it. Lives was cost. So he should have got like 50 years. 50 years or down. Between 25 to 50. And I would have been like, you know what? That's not bad. But 100 years, trash can? That was a lot. Wait, he got pardoned to 10 years? Is that true? Is it true? Because I haven't even been keeping up with it. I've been on YouTube so much I don't even be in the Facebook groups. I gotta go get the
Where's
Facebook
he
groups.
at? What is Zoe doing?
I don't know. Zoe done left me. He talking, getting his tire changed.
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to Trash Can.
Oh, okay. Trash Can didn't come up? I'm like, how would he, huh?
Oh, the governor pardoned him. Good. Thank God for the governor. Oh, Lord, thank you, God, for the governor. Because that was too much.
Oh, they show mercy on who? Who is y'all talking about?
The dude, the truck driver who killed those people. He got 100 years.
What was it? An accident?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Oh.
His brakes went out. He couldn't stop.
And he got 100 years, and it was an accident.
Yeah, he killed 4 people though.
But it still was an accident. That's
what I'm saying. So they said the government pardoned him. So thank God for that. I hope the government. Never mind, because I ain't gonna kill nobody. I'm gonna make sure my brakes are straight. I'm going up the what you call it ramp.
What's that?
But it's a like if you ever in the mountains, there's like this ramp full of quicksand.
Yeah,
it's called an emergency ramp for 18-wheelers that can't stop. We supposed to go up the ramp.
But you got to know the ramp got to be accessible when if something happens, though.
Right. So it's like, yeah, the ramps are usually in good spots, which is crazy because I think the other day it was snowing and they had people up there like skiing on the ramps. And,
wow.
And everybody in the truck driver group was like, and the day somebody need that ramp and the truck come up there flying and send all their asses across the highway in pieces, they're gonna be trying to put that man in jail. Like humans need to stop. 50 not that bad. Let's go getting a tire.
He got on gray sweats, girl.
I see him, girl. Y'all see him putting his little sweatpants in the way? Y'all see him, huh?
Y'all gray sweats on.
So, right?
You better watch that phone.
And y'all see where he got the camera positioned at, huh?
Right. Look.
This is gonna be filed. This is gonna be in the book.
God.
Okay.
As long as that camera don't come around the right way.
Okay. We don't know because it looked like he's doing this on purpose.
I don't think he realized it. There's a little peephole. There.
What?
Okay.
Wait, that's the peephole?
Right, trash can. He trying to show it. There's no swinging yet, though.
The things we do on YouTube, baby.
He better move that camera or start swinging.
I know. Lift the camera up, Zoe.
He don't hear us.
Zoe is slinging and danging in the grave on the live stream this morning.
Zoe got small hands. Look how little hands are. No, I'm kidding.
He do have little hands. Remember that Whopper commercial? And they was like, he was like, I don't want to eat the Whopper because I got these little tiny hands. And somebody had to feed him the Whopper.
Oh, what? Everybody got sweat. Those
you think that's true? You think small hands? I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think so at all. And big feet for sure. I know big feet ain't true.
And tall is not true either. Everything that they lied and said, all has been debunked. You could be tall and small. You can
they don't have nothing to do with it.
Small. You can have big hands. You know what? I don't know about the hands thing.
But I tell you something, if a guy, like guys that have stomach weight, and it's like for every 10 pounds, they lose an inch. That's medical.
Yes,
trash can, you losing some inches?
He said sneak peek at that plant-based treat. But they say, you know what, it do it in the reverse. Like if you start to lose weight.
Yeah, if you lose weight, yeah.
Yeah,
when you start, once you get down to the belly fat,
yeah,
the Johnson come back in. Oh yeah. It's not being sucked in.
I don't know because what if it's a beer belly?
Yeah, but they got once they lose it, it's just the weight of the abdomen that's sucking the inches in. It's not reaching its full potential.
Yeah, I always say that, like, women have babies, periods, whatever. They have sedentary jobs. Just they sit down all day and eat, talk shit. I can see why women be fat. I don't understand why men be fat. I don't. I just imagine men picking stuff up all the time. You know, my daddy is starting to get fat now because he got a girlfriend. And
oh, that's good.
My niece does not like that. She's like, who is this lady making my grandpa fat? I don't have time for this. This shit, my grandpa's old. He don't need to have no weight on him. And all this. Old people don't need to be fat. And I'm like, girl, let my daddy be happy. He old enough.
Look what Trash Can said. As long as the D hangs lower than the balls do, you straight.
Child.
I don't know. I don't want too many balls now.
Child, if it don't hang below the balls, what is that? That's a big clit.
That's a little.
No, it's a big clit. He a woman.
Oh, he's silly. Y'all a mess. Yep. Trash can a mess.
That's just definitely trash can waves.
Wow. Yep. As long as it hang below the balls. Well, as long as it hang below the balls when it's not erect. Let's get clear. Let's get clear.
I don't know, because I feel like sometimes men are like, they overhype themselves. And it be like, I'm a woman, you know, like, I've seen more than you've seen. If you've seen more than I've seen, we need to have a conversation. Okay? But you haven't seen more than I've seen. So you don't really have that much to compare to. You probably could compare it to you and your little friends. I don't know what y'all do to be comparing anything to, but
I think they go by probably porn or something.
You know that?
No, Brianna, I haven't been on all night. I just came on I was off, and then I woke up, and they were all over on Black Man Unfiltered, and he was shutting it down, and then we just came over here. So I only been on like 3 hours, going on 3 hours. What were you saying, Sherelle?
No, I just feel like sometimes it just be real regular, and then it's like they talk it up,
when they
like
pump it up, and then you just
like,
they'd be better off not saying nothing.
Or talk it down.
Don't even talk it down. Don't even talk about it.
No, you supposed to under promise and overachieve.
Joe,
I don't know.
You got on gray sweats, huh?
You was flashing us.
What?
How you know that?
Because you was flashing us.
We saw you walking and your slanging, swang.
You just was hitting the phone with it.
I'm joking, Zoe. You wasn't swanging.
You better play it back, Zoe. Play the video back, Zoe. So it's like, I am not about to play with y'all. So it's like,
I didn't even come on camera this whole time, I bet.
Huh?
You still didn't even come on camera this whole time, I bet. But oh no, my bad, I forgot. You was.
Oh, you missed me. I was on here for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like.
But Sherelle, to be honest, you said you was gonna cam up for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but I knew that y'all was gonna be more than 2 seconds. 1, 2 is 2 seconds.
If you do at least 2 seconds,
you
keeping your word at least, but you don't have to keep your word.
I'm not a man. My word is not my bond. That's a man.
What?
Oh, yeah.
A woman is susceptible to changing her
mind.
mind.
Write that down. Let me write that down.
You know that a woman will change her mind. That's why we not leaders. Y'all forgot?
Or she would just lie.
Oh, I decided for you already, and you didn't even go with that. So you rebellious, does not keep her word. B, what else I gotta add to this list?
The bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
Girl.
Bad guy. Bad guy. Okay. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna see me live at the Lapeef show in the flesh.
Gonna be there.
I got people talking about they gonna punch me in my face when they see me. They gonna stump me out. I'm like, yeah, you know, I live in Houston, so I'm with it. Y'all flew here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it popping. Them black trucks pull up. Hey, it's gonna be a Lapeef massacre. That's all I want y'all to know. Okay? That's all I want you to know. I'm walking that thing. Huh?
Don't nobody really hate you. You just
some of them really hate me. They really hate me. Adrian and Devil, they really hate me. It's so funny. Why y'all act like y'all ain't never seen me cam up? Y'all be like, Sherelle gonna cam up? Wow. Like I can't be a troll and then be on camera. Y'all know that, right? I gotta pick a side.
Yeah, you can.
Tell her she's not allowed to talk until she gets on camera.
What? Who said that?
Word.
Your brother?
Yeah, she always hiding behind that picture. We know what you look like.
Do you know what I look like? You know what I look like.
No,
but that's not the purpose. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to my phone all day.
It works. Y'all don't think it works?
Nah.
Kyle, your picture not up no more.
You got 3 strikes against you.
No, she just don't like people telling her what to do. That's all.
No, she liked that part. She just don't like following the instructions.
I like people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You just don't like following the instructions to the T.
What's the instructions?
Being defiant.
Okay.
Defiant, rebellious. What was the other one? Does not keep her word.
Damn.
What
and
else?
the list keeps going on. On and on and on.
What else?
My brother never seen it before, actually.
Your brother never seen me?
Nah.
I mean, y'all act like whatever video y'all saw me on ain't still up somewhere.
I don't know how to find it, and I'm too lazy to find it, to figure that out.
Did she just told us to Google her?
I'm a troll.
She definitely just told us to Google her. Like
you just told us to
Sherelle,
Google you?
Sherelle the celebrity.
Yeah, Google me, baby. Google me. Google me. Y'all know something y'all could Google if y'all put it in y'all YouTube? You Google Lady Trucker calls in. Right? And I'm gonna pop up. Before I met Lapeef. Before I found Lapeef. Or let me see.
That sound like it's accurate.
I don't know. They might have
done.
They might have
Nah, that's right up
there. Special.
Oh, you don't got no mask, do you?
Nah, I got
yeah, so you Google Lady Trucker calls in and sets the chat room on fire.
This shit gonna turn off?
And that'll be you?
The car don't turn off?
It do after you leave.
And this is who I was before Lapeef. I ain't gonna listen to it. Y'all know y'all like my voice, but I don't like my voice like that. You know?
Your voice likable.
Huh?
Sherelle, you said Google it or go on YouTube.
Oh, y'all about to really go find it on YouTube?
I'm not about to go look for it. I just
you go
want
on
you to keep your
YouTube
word.
and type
That's all I
in Lady Trucker calls in, sets the chat room on fire.
Sherelle, you lost me when you just didn't keep your word. That's all I wanted. I'm sure I could find a video of you.
I'm sorry, though.
I haven't forgiven you yet.
You will eventually.
So you think?
Yeah, I be comfortable. I don't be in cam up mode. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You know, I be having to like when I be camming up, I be having to like feel like, okay, I'm gonna be on camera today. I'm put my phone on do not disturb so nobody breaks through the camera.
Girl, that ain't come up. Do I have to go on Lapeef's channel?
This is before I was on
Yeah,
Lapeef.
Claire.
So just go in the search bar, right? Search YouTube.
Yeah.
Lady Trucker called in, set
Pause
chat on
it
fire.
and set chat on fire. And you're gonna see a man with dreads.
Oh, that's you. Oh, okay.
Click the man with the dreads.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's okay. Let me see.
I know where I'm at. With me. This is not one of y'all estrogen powwow. None of that. I'm making posters. So if I'm 15 great.
You didn't cam up.
No, I ain't never cam. Oh, you know what? I'm about to find a video where I cammed up over there.
I know that's what we was doing.
Let me see.
Oh, I got the one on my show when you cammed up.
It's
just Sherelle_.
Let me go find. Oh man,
I got the one. I can go to the one on my channel.
Yeah, because I'm going. It's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna talk you inside the channel. Keep chipping away at it, because I mean, you like false stuff, right? And you like.
Why am I doing all this bullshit? Your ass can just cam up.
Right.
Turn it off. I'm about to find the one.
Shit, I just thought of that. Why the hell I'm looking?
She right here in real life.
Right. I turned that shit off, girl. I'm good.
I was on
Nah, she don't
one
gotta
of
cam up for
these.
real. That's more like my preference. I like to see people when I'm talking to them. That's why I
absolutely.
I like to see people when I'm talking to them.
Okay,
I
y'all
like to see
keep
people
on
in
trying to
real
bully
life.
me. Y'all keep
Huh?
on trying to
Girl,
bully me.
I just
I
said you
care
was
less.
fake. I said I understand where
over
you're coming from. You're shy. You do all that, loud rah stuff, when you be snapping. But in reality,
Jordan, are
you have
you
a shy
up?
personality.
Jordan. Oh, I meant to.
Y'all ever been to Philly?
I've been to Philly.
How you like Philly?
It's straight.
Oh, you ain't really been to Philly.
I mean,
You probably been through Philly. You probably ain't been to
No, I
Philly.
stopped in Philly. They sent me some sandwich place.
Zoe, what was wrong with your voice?
So what's wrong with my voice?
Trash Can says, Zoe, how you doing with your voice? Oh, he called you a ventriloquist. I just saw that up there. I guess when your brother was talking, maybe. Sound like two people on Zoe end. Yeah, it's his brother.
Yeah, that was my brother.
Talking picture show.
That's Curtis. I'm trying to figure it out.
Sherelle's scary. She act like she a thug, but she was really more scary.
Like, I mean, what I'm scared of.
Oh Lord,
Oh,
yeah, I'm done
eye
with
contact.
that.
I don't know, not even that, because you ain't really gonna be looking in my eyes or nothing. But
oh God,
you want me to get on camera and look you in your eye?
you can't do that. I just like looking at the people that I'm talking to. Like Kaya gets it. Kaya understand.
Yep, I'm looking right at you. No, I'm the same way. I do prefer actual person than an avatar, of course, but I don't know why. And women seem to be the ones that don't cam up, and I don't get it.
Because women just don't be prepared, I think.
Prepared, girl, stay ready and gotta get ready.
I drive trucks. I don't be.
That's why you say, it's good to be natural.
That's the thing, especially you said you mostly natural. You're supposed to be the type that always is okay with camming up for a female at least.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's exactly it.
Girl.
Okay,
but like I said, you don't have to cam up. Like it's my personal preference. That's my personal thing. Like I do better in person with people. I do better face to face with people. When it's not that way, I end up being all over the place. So they say what do they say? They say 80% of communication is nonverbal. Like I like to read body language. I like to know what's going on with your face. Like the same way you read in my face, you can tell when I'm.
Oh, I don't even be looking at y'all. I don't be looking at y'all. I don't be looking. I don't even be looking at y'all. I be multitasking.
Yeah, y'all. I said me.
Oh wow. Wow. But you guys, I'm about to go. I gotta make sure my daughter is on track. She's gonna take every advantage of this if I'm not on her to get ready for school.
Stop telling Kaya that I wear gray sweatpants, Sherelle.
I saw you. Wait. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. We was looking for the bump, but we couldn't find it. So.
She was
no. I mean in the way the camera. No, let me finish. The camera was staying on your side. Calm down. The camera was on your side. You didn't bring it around to the front. That's all I'm saying. Don't get sensitive. Don't. That's what we was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. Watch.
I wasn't gonna do y'all like that. Not on no live.
And then the other two guys that walked up, it was all pointing in their middle. Wait, let me do that. Okay, here we go.
You know what? I think it was on the Burning Miles channel.
No, you were showing us.
No, I'll do this.
Let me see if I can.
I gotta learn. I gotta learn that you're crafty.
Who?
You, Kaya.
I'm not crafty. Wait, let me go back a little bit more.
You're not big crafty. You like crafty.
I am.
Yeah, like you know how to say things a very certain way.
No, that's just me talking. That's just normal conversation. Oh, there you go.
That's what you called it the last time I said you was crafty.
Look. But I want to show you when you was walking. We was like, is he gonna go to the front? You was just standing there. Don't worry, I'll edit it out.
Trash Can said, do you still have hair? What you think I did with my hair? My hair is actually back to the length in the picture because I cut it all off last year.
You put your hair on camera, that's what you did, and then you disappeared.
What?
But this new gel that I tried on my hair, like it was not giving what it was supposed to give.
New gel?
Yeah, this why I be trying new stuff. Like this line just did not give it. That's why I'm going back to Auntie Jackie's. Cause that's my creme de la creme right there.
Auntie Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
From what you call him's page or something?
It's just natural hair product.
Oh.
It seemed like
so?
he edited them and cut a lot of it out. Because
it's cold where you at, Hanzo? Where you at?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, this one I was definitely on this one.
Oh.
So it must have been this one.
Oh, maybe if I turn it this way, that'll work.
Oh wait, you know what? I think it's on.
Oh, there you go. That's when you was walking. We was trying to get it to go to the front.
I think it was on Burning Miles.
We was trying to wheel it to the front. You kept it to the side the whole time. And then we started evaluating your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we both resolved the hand size doesn't matter.
Sometimes.
Just gotta lay it on the table.
No, we was
like that.
I'm good. I'm cool. I'm good.
Nah, I'm gonna walk up the stairs right now.
You gonna walk up with 3 legs?
Baby, y'all cussed up on this internet.
All right, you guys, I gotta go. I gotta make sure Princess is she's progressing forward.
Okay.
Right here is fine.
So hopefully I'll see you guys tonight.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right, you do the same. Bye, Sherelle.
Bye, y'all.
I'll see you tonight, hopefully.
See you tonight. I will be there tonight.
Okay, sounds good. Hi, you guys. It was just an impromptu. I love seeing you guys here, just hanging out, having a good time. I appreciate you. I know I really, truly haven't been up in 2 nights, but I will be up tonight, hanging out with you guys. Looking forward to the conversation. And I don't know what you guys want to talk about. It'd be great to hear some suggestions. I would love to hear this. What is Brianna saying? No, because when Derek Jackson's wife showed up with her hair. Oh, Lord, that was a hot mess, though. That whole scene was a hot mess. I couldn't believe that nonsense. I just can't believe how women could come up. You know, there's too many wraps you can put on your head. And I don't know. She had that. Is that a beret? The little hat thingy she had on? I don't know. So I got my little wig. You just pop a little wig on and do a little But anyway, guys, I'll see you tonight. Have a wonderful, intentional day. I appreciate you. I thank you for always being here and hanging out with me. I learn way more from you guys than you can ever learn from me. And live intentional today. Until tonight, I'm so glad we had this time together. I don't have my my B9 here. I'll see you guys tonight. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.